very difficult lane matchup for Neil
Yo.
and Jace if they decide to go that route. And Palafox just decides to match the
Holy
lock
shit,
into
it's
Leona
loud.
for Ignar to likely match the support for Neil. So they're going to wait on whether or not they want to lock in Ziggs.
There's a lot of mages still up. Cassiopeia's gone, but like Ziggs would be the primary one. Victor would kind of be that next one in my mind. I guess at that point you're kind of falling a little bit below what we've seen as the traditional mage bot lane meta here. But we'll see if Lion try and pinch that pool at all as Dignitas take away some top laners. That is a Yorick ban.
Yep, Yorick ban is one of the best picks in Jace. It's also an old school Dokla special. Dardoch would know that from the old played on a couple teams with Dardoch back in the day. So
Still no inspired.
probably not why they banned Yorick, it's because of the current meta, but you like to get those connections.
Right on time.
It's funny because back when I was last
That's what I'm here
casting
for, man.
Dardoch, it was Optic
Punctual.
Academy 2019.
Exactly
He was playing with
4
Dokla,
minutes
and
after
Dokla
it
was playing
started.
the Yorick top lane. That's what he was known for. So
There
it's
you
also a
go.
funny full circle for me. That was like the first casting, LCS thing that I really had under my belt. And so now I'm happy to cast Dardoch Beanbag. That is the Ziggs ban, though, from Lion's side. Wouldn't be surprised if it's something like the Victor ban as well. Just really try and pinch that.
Anything
pool. But
interesting in
Dignitas hard focus on the
draft?
top
We
lane, trying to get
have
Dennis Thor at least
3
a
top
couple
lane bans
matchups
against
since he already
Dokla.
showed that he's playing the Jace.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with an FBI
Vi.
Kai'Sa as well. That's the other option that people have been doing. In the
2,
first pick. Ezreal
maybe
also known as a
3,
solid
depending on how you look
combo.
at it. Jungle
As
bans
they
against
hover the
Dardoch.
Corki, making it fairly likely they'll just lock that in.
Yeah, it was the Akali final.
Armeo
ban for
versus
Lions,
Dardoch,
focusing a
legit
little bit on
10-year
Palafox's
rivalry.
champ pool. Dignitas, because it is the Ezreal, they're less pressured to play a mage. They actually could just opt for a traditional AD carry, and they pivot
Kind
to
of
a
insane.
Jhin
Okay.
to go with the Leona.
Still fine. They have a ton of damage already with the Jace and the Lee Sin. It will hard lock Palafox into a mage because
Yeah.
they need magic damage, but not a big deal either way.
I mean, I'm thinking Dokla, if he's willing, he could just hard lock a tank here and just build full
Rise?
armor.
Sion's
Oh
pretty
god,
good.
wait, no, it's
Yeah,
Saint
Sion.
Rise.
Even something
Yes.
like a Malphite I'm looking at is like
0-8
just look at all of
Rise
that
in the
AC
region.
on
Kanye.
Dignitas' side. Whoa!
Locks the Swain. So he's,
All right,
if you lose
if
to
Saint
Ziggs
loses
playing
with this,
Swain
it's
in your
legit
Jace,
a trash pick.
just play the Swain into his Jace.
Ah.
So that's
Learn from
Dokla's
it.
learnings.
Grow from it. There we
It's-
go.
It's one of those things where if you feel like the sustained damage
Holy fuck,
isn't
Swain?
high enough, you can pick one
Wait,
of
is it?
these raid boss type champions.
Yeah.
Rise
Drain tanks and
top?
without all the melee, because like Jace is conditionally melee,
Wait,
but
this
he
shit is
often
so
wants
flex.
to jump in. Now he's
Yeah.
less enticed.
This
to
could
do
be
so, but
Camille
Lee
top,
Sin and the Leona have
Swain
to go in.
top,
So here's some more
Rise
range
top.
for Dignitas. They lock in the Orianna
Ezreal
for
top.
mid lane.
One of the 2 game wins that Dignitas has picked up in Summer Split was Palafox popping off on the Orianna, so like to see that locked in. But again, a little bursty.
He's crying? Good.
Not a huge amount of sustained damage, so you do have to watch out for Dokla
Excellent.
and Saint in the late game, both becoming these kind of battle mage bruisers.
Yeah, if you can blow up the
Swing
Swain
to
in
Jace.
one big
That
pop, then
doesn't
it's
sound
fantastic,
great.
'cause he stacks health, not
We'll
a lot
see.
of resistances, but if you don't kill him in that first
I
burst,
feel like I wouldn't.
it gets really
That wouldn't be
tough
my first
to kill
choice.
afterwards because he presses the ultimate, he gets a big chunk of health, and then he drain tanks through it, especially with all these, more melee champions on top of you. And then you're going to have the artillery firing in from the Ezreal,
Prediction?
from the Rise.
My
Like
personal
what Lion have
prediction?
drafted here today, but again, my
Um,
eyes will be on the man on your screen right there, Dardoch.
I
with big
think
return
Dardoch's
to the
got this
LCS
shit.
on the Lee Sin. This is a champion that can get aggressive, has a lot of
Yo.
agency, so I imagine a lot of our time
Yo,
in this game one will be spent
what's up?
tracking his pathing, figuring out
Yo,
what Dardoch's
what's
game plan
good?
is to help revitalize this Dignitas squad
I'm just
that has
watching
yet to
some
pick up a series
LCS.
win in summer. They have not picked up a series
Is
win
this shit loud?
since lock-in tournament
Sneaky
all the way
quiet.
back in the winter. Hopefully their fortunes change
Yes.
today. Dignitas versus Lion, game number 1.
You see Rise 0-8?
First LCS
For everyone?
game
Yeah.
since 2021
Dang.
summer. For
It's because
The
they're building
low-key
Equalizer
curve.
too early.
playing his second most played
Equalizer?
champion
How do you build
of all
Rumble?
time against
The Actualizer.
back-to-back LCS champions.
Oh,
in
the
line,
item.
who are playing without Inspired, but Dignitas have not won a match since.
I did the math
February.
yesterday.
Dardoch
I
has
ran
been
some
able to
tests.
do something
You do
here
3
with
times more
quite
damage with
a
Death Cap.
statement game
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What-
in the LCS.
What would you anticipate?
Wait, well,
from
they
Dardoch
really are
given the
building it too early
composition
then.
So far, do you feel like he's
Yeah,
going
it's
to be
crazy.
just kind of doing the traditional jungle pathing where he goes for the full clear and then goes for a back? Actually, we'll get back to that because reminder, this is Raz's match of the week.
It is.
Jhin versus Rise. One of these
Yeah, well,
fuckers
just
has to
Pick
win.
me whatever.
He meant pick me the Dardoch game.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
because
so.
of
True.
the reference.
Yeah.
I would say. No, I mean, I don't think Dardoch needs to do
Camille
anything exceptional.
Ezreal.
I think Dignitas had been getting pretty poor performances out of XU. It's one of the big reasons they made this change. But the big thing that he needs to do is help unify this Dignitas team. That's like everyone who talks about what he's able to do
Camille
in ACL
Ziggs?
is he makes the game easier for other players because Dardoch knows what
True
he
wombo
wants to
combo.
do, and he knows what he wants his
Lee Sin has
teammates
done
to do.
2
So
camps by the time
it's hard
Sinjao
to do that, to just step into a new
did
team.
1.
And in 5 days of playing in
Damn,
person,
what a
he said
clear.
he got here on
Sinjao's
Sunday
first
into
clear is
Los
so
Angeles
bad.
to
His
be
other clears aren't
unified,
that much
but that's
better
the type
either.
of player that Dardoch can be.
Oh.
So you won't
I guess-
necessarily see it maybe with him popping off, but if the
I mean,
team is
it gets a bit
cohesive,
better, but
I
his
think a
first
lot of
clear
that
is
would be
so
about Dardoch.
ass.
Most of the time when he joins a new team, it was because they wanted a revitalized jungle, mechanical
Give him some jungle buffs.
Take a look at some of
200%
his
monster
history,
damage.
because 17 years old, he joins the league.
That sounds
He's a little
good.
scrap in the bottle, not going to amount to anything here. But then he moves around a lot. This was his best ever finish.
He was so
third
good
place.
on that
Third
Echo Fox team with
place.
Huni in the top lane. They were halfway through the split. They were
Damn.
8-1. Everyone
I
thought
wonder
they were
who
gonna
knocked
run
him
over the
out
rest the
of
split,
finals
slumped a little bit,
that year.
Finished third place, but demolished clutch
I
game
wonder
in the
who
third
beat
place
him
match
in
over Miami.
semifinals.
And then
was it?
really continued to
Who?
bounce around teams.
Remind us of the history.
Teams.
It's
But
hard
really,
to
it's
know.
kinda like
Honestly, it
Nine
could have
with
been
the 2 stints
anybody.
on TL and now the 2 stints on Dignitas, as
Whoa,
Armeo
whoa, whoa,
pops up in a
whoa.
little cloud of vision right there. So
That was a bit of an ugly
inefficient
play.
pathing already as
Lurkin.
Dardoch in the counting stats,
Yeah.
even though he hasn't played in 5 years, still way up there. It's a little bit small, but you can see 7th all-time in games played.
Oh my
8th
God.
all-time in kills, 8th all-time
Map
in
hack
assists
Swain?
for junglers.
It's like Ash,
And he's
but on a
ready to count
20-second
some more
cooldown.
stats here
It's
on Dignitas.
Incredibly he's top
He
10
can
in
literally
all those
hit blue
categories
from
when he
his
hasn't played in
fucking
5 years.
lane.
That's crazy to me that in his time in the LCS, he was already
Dude,
able to
W-Max Swain is
accomplish
fun.
all of those
And he's
numbers.
still in his 20s.
That sounds
He was
awful.
so young for his entire
It was
LCS
fun,
career,
though.
really.
That sounds
I
like
mean,
legit ass.
18.
No, it's
when he
fun.
was last on Dignitas, he would
It's
have
the
been, what,
difference.
23?
Something
What
around
what
there.
part's
Still
fun about it? Is it
Still
the insane
grand
wave
scheme of
clear
things.
or
Yeah.
the just
Well, speaking of Dignitas, now
raw
things are going over
trading
there.
power?
Apparently we have comms
The
of Ignar
absurd
telling his
scouting.
teammates his LCS
Ah,
idol.
I
Let's
see.
take a listen.
Lane against TL bot lane.
Literal global.
Who is better, Leon bot lane, TL bot lane?
Don't know, bro. We'll find out tonight.
It doesn't matter because you're better, Ignar.
Oh, I'm scared. Think about it this way, a little core JJ knowledge, only one of them won Worlds, so.
I'm a world champion.
To be honest, core
Huh?
JJ is my idol, kind of, you know? Same. The GOAT. Yeah, because long time ago it was not,
What are they
but
talking
I'm
about?
getting older and older, he's still good. Makes me like you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually. He's right.
As you get older and
I know
older
what
as
he
a
means.
support, Core gets more and more.
Wow,
your-
everyone's
your
changing
hero,
their
your
opinion
idol.
on the age
I mean, that's
narrative.
how, and age is such a topic.
Crazy.
because If they bring in Dardoch,
Really thought
some people
players
are
were fully
wondering, like,
decayed by the
okay,
time they were
why would you
19.
bring in Dardoch? Is he not too old? He is not.
Not
He's,
even
there are
really
6 players
on that
in the
side
LCS
besides
right now
random
older
Redditors.
than Dardoch.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are in this
Yeah.
game. Dokla and Ignar both
Yeah.
older
Yep.
than Dardoch. The other
Yeah.
players,
Go.
Corey, oldest player in the league, Impact, Huhi, Ignar, Dokla, and B-Boy, all older than Dardoch.
2 of them are in this game.
Oh,
Yes,
So,
sir.
Dardoch's-
And it's,
damn, this
I mean,
matchup looks
Dokla's good.
nice.
Dokla's playing the best
He
game of his
picked
life.
into this shit, by the way.
Well,
He's got
Denethor
a
is the
strong
king,
argument for
so
first team All-Pro already.
this
in
is
this
a clear
summer
loss
split.
in either
So
way.
Currently, he's getting pushed in
I
by
see.
Denethor, who's actually
Is he
the
going the
winner of
Frozen
this
Heart
matchup
Rush,
despite
Swain?
the counter pick. Doka
I
went
swear
for
I've
that
seen this
double
thing in
armor
solo
back
queue,
here with the cloth armors.
and I've never
Denethor's
seen it do
actually gonna
anything
push Another
useful.
wave in, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup is going to be Jay's favorite.
Is
It's
that
about whether or not the Swain
the
can
build or
outscale.
something?
Dokla himself did
Isn't
have
it
an advantage
like
on
Landry
Ziggs when he played
Rylai's
this
or something?
matchup at MSI.
For sure. I mean, the
So,
Swain tops have
Dokla's
done it. I don't
trying
know.
to
Like,
withstand this early
it doesn't seem very
barrage
good to me,
Jason.
but
It's
I've
about how
seen it
much
multiple
Denethor can
times.
get going
it looks like
early,
Dokla's
as he's
doing
gotta
it.
play a little bit safe.
Who's
And
even the Swain
Denethor
tops?
will
Because like
stick around,
Zeus
catch
was the only guy
wave.
playing
We
it.
did see Isles
No,
even
I see it in,
up
like,
there, so
solo queue and
Denethor had
shit.
pushed for more. Could have been in trouble. He does stick around, spotted on this ward now, but Isles is already out of there, and Dokla.
I'm a bit of an off-roller, you could say.
Again, now mid lane, Isles does go for the gank onto Palafox. That's a shockwave down. Ignar's trying to
Ooh,
lock in
we're
Isles.
fighting the support.
Warlock not able to land the Sonic Wave.
Oh.
Isles does walk away.
Pretty good gank there from Isles, even though he had to burn his flash. He chunked
That's
out
it.
Palafox, got the
I can't
ultimate,
wait
and
to see
Saint
Dardoch's late
is gonna
game,
be
Lee
pretty
Sin.
happy about the wave state after that.
Yeah.
Most games don't actually get
Down,
the 60
Thunderspell
minutes
heal down. It's
anymore.
flash traded
Yeah, I think that's a
from
big reason why
Isles,
Lee Sin's been
but
falling off
already
a
with
bit.
that pressure that they created, Armeo goes
Yeah,
straight
the
to the
super
dragon with
scaling
Berserker,
potential.
So this is going to be a first dragon picked up by Lion. Stacking up very quickly, 6 minutes into the game. Still 2 minutes until that next Grubs. Sometimes we've seen these last couple of games that, you know, the Dragon will be up when the Grubs spawn. Not every team's opting for an early Dragon take, but this time around we could get a contest.
Yeah, it was a really nice
I don't even see what makes Swain look reasonable this game at all. I feel like he actually just did this shit for fun.
I'm not going to blame Dardoch for that whatsoever.
Okay.
Other team got
What
Drake,
was Zeus's condition? Low damage?
Professionals here.
I mean, Swain's good into like a bunch of low damage melee champs.
He had a nice little look on Berserker.
He's up against fucking 3 range.
Last time Dardoch played in the LCS,
Lee Sin can kick his ass out.
So he hasn't had to deal with a second jungler.
Jace can kick his ass out.
In LCS. True. Yes.
So he's like a game 4 Fearless where most good things.
He's like when somebody accidentally drafts one of those ass comps with like no damage, all melees.
Finisher last
And it's
split,
just a
which
checkmate.
meant
Counter picking a
play
Galio or
systems
something.
against LCS teams. Then the LCS teams kind of realized, hey, this Dardoch guy, still pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Started asking around, and that's kind of what led to this eventual LCS.
If they pick
return.
Silas, you can give him a really OP ult.
The lanes are stable right now. He doesn't need to do anything exceptional early. The
Berserker
problem
is the
about playing
only
against
Ezreal
Lion
who uses Pulse Fire.
is they're the best team fighters in the LCS, so there's tons of games where they're either even or slightly behind, and they're just going to out-team fight you.
Yeah.
But you're going to take this, right? You're going to take just
Frozen
being in the
Heart?
game,
Really? I feel like it can't be. Like, I'm pretty sure it's Leandry's.
When they had
And
Inspired,
what else
this
would that
was
be?
very much the pace of their play. Those
Well, I mean, like,
does that
3
literally
out of
go
the
into
first
any
4
other
games they
item?
played without him were
I
very
mean, he's
fast,
building
very
it, but-
aggressive.
Does that
We
thing
have
still go
high
into
rails of
Zeus?
Berserker
I don't think
diving
so, right?
turrets, things like that. But then they also showed that they have the ability to play
Couldn't
slow
tell ya.
still, even without Inspired in the jungle, constantly farming up.
Hopefully
Armea's still farming up himself. He's up in about a camp from Dardoch right now. They're looking mid onto Palafox. He has the flash available, but
There is a lot of AD
They
on their
just
team,
have
so
much
it's
river
not
control that they're actually just taking
atrocious.
the objective off of this because they have the players missing that everyone on Dig has to approach with a lot of respect.
looks like
Just
Dig
no
is
HP,
approaching, though. Armeo will get the one
no
grab and
damage.
back away.
I feel like the no damage
See if
part's
Dardoch actually
pretty
wants to take this
significant.
too. They started up, so just going to be
0
a
damage first
one grab
item.
Take for Armeo, deny the full 3 from Dignitas, but
Yeah,
we're in the
Swain having
neighborhood,
to
so it's not
kill
gonna be
people.
3 grubs to Lion.
Yeah,
I mean,
respectful play
if he
from both teams.
Sucks you for long enough, maybe. I don't
He's on
know.
forward brush
Like,
up
like,
here.
I've literally
That's
played
now
against
he's
it. I don't
trading
think it's
on
good.
Dokla.
It's
Swain
just
pops the
tanky.
ultimate, Denethor will just run away, and
Like-
he's out of there. Okay,
Nice.
not bad.
Yeah,
Nice Storm
like
Raider
He has
surge
base
there
rush. What else is going to
on
happen
Jace.
here?
Trades hard
I don't
to
see how
win,
that
gets
could have
the
went
ultimate
any other
falls
way.
back. The Roam isn't
Unless their
really
whole goal was
costing.
just
I
crashing the
honestly think
wave.
That's part of this support Camille. Ignar's been sticking around a little bit more. In
Swain,
lane.
like, will
That's why he's
never
level
kill
6 to
anyone
Isles
without
is level 5, so could try
Rylai,
to
and
play
then
with that power spike, but with the
I
objective
don't know if
being
Rylai
down,
Frozen
this
Heart's
is where
gonna
Lion's
do
just
anything.
going to play pretty respectful of this big level 6 Leona that can walk around.
I mean, you don't need to convince me. I don't
Right
think
now
it's
that
good.
Leona is on the bottom side on a ward, so the Leona Envision is
But
the
I
least
have
scary
seen it.
Leona.
True.
Don't have to worry about that. Isles will show as well here. Get some of this XP in the lane.
And here's another fun fact about Dardoch. We've been talking a lot about how the last time he played was 2021 summer. It's also the last time Dig ended the split with a
True.
positive win record.
Yeah.
Was the spring of that year
Wait,
with
what?
Dardoch.
He's going to have to put a lot of work in if he
The
wants to make that
last
happen
time they
again
had a
here, as now
positive
he's
win
bot
record was
lane. First blood!
2020?
Welcome back to the LCS. Dardoch makes the gank happen through
So you're
the
telling
bot
me
lane.
Don't even
12
need
splits
the
or more, I
Leona
guess, with the
ultimate
split
because
one.
they can just connect through the
That's
Camille
crazy.
hook shot and secure that kill.
They do be a losing
Very
org.
nicely done by Dardoch playing
okay,
around his
camera.
support.
Yeah,
The fact
I
that
mean, he goes
they've
in through
changed
the bottom
rosters
brush,
so many
just-
times,
there's no
managing
vision
to
down. I saw
never
the
have a good
Isles
roster
that
for
way,
that long
Mark
is
Bush,
kind of
Or are you
impressive.
doing it on purpose because I called it out yesterday?
Or at least
I'm
decent.
not going to lie to you, Jad. I don't really think when I say the word brush. Does it
Okay.
change?
He's
every time I
slightly
say it?
positive.
No, is that what's
You've
happening?
been consistent the last 2
Okay,
days saying
okay.
push, but it's just the
Yeah.
first time I've noticed it.
Should I say brush? Would that make you more comfortable?
I
that
mean,
just
no
makes
one
me
even
feel
thinks
like it's
positive
being
of
said
any
directly. You
fucking
can do what
roster
you
that's
want.
not
I think it's
literally
Minnesotan
getting
coming
first
out.
or
Okay,
second.
The long vowels, you know?
I mean, it makes sense. Dardoch.
Yeah, I mean, they had
was
the.
just
I feel
playing
like
for a collegiate team in
they even
Minnesota.
had a roster of
So
like
it's
Jensen,
on the-
Spica, Sven,
Shout out St.
Yeah.
Cloud.
and Isles, right?
Still look at the game.
FBI, and then Dardoch
Sounds
And
right.
Licorice. Like, dude, if you can't get top
Beautiful
half,
gank there. Lands us on
you
a
can't
great
break
follows it
50%
up,
win rate
adds
with that
extra
roster.
damage.
Like, what is happening in
First
this
item,
org?
Eclipse.
I know, he's strong. But
Literally, all those players have like one splits.
There's a decent
There's just
chance
mold
we're
in their
gonna see some
walls, just
posturing around this
depletes
next
their
fight.
fucking
Doka
will
rushed
to
the
play.
Frozen Heart, so he's really
Legit.
in the mind of, I'm going to make Palafox kill me because no one else is going to be able to kill me. That's the strategy he's going with here.
Yeah. The armor stacking for top side is going to be, that's a Palafox problem later on in the game here. As currently Lion
waves
controlling
crashed.
the access point to this next dragon. They
They
got the
pull
first
it.
one very early, but with Dardoch picking up that first kill, that's a 1.3 thousand gold lead overall for Dignitas. Every single member of Dig has a slight lead over their Lion counterparts.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Whoa! Damage!
That was a cool combo.
Just burst Isles down.
That's the
Dude got
decisiveness.
nutted
Yeah.
on.
Land the Q.
He,
The plan is if I find
he got
someone who's gonna
Ori-ulted
combo them, that's not necessarily
and killed,
something
if that's
you
what
just
you meant.
ad-lib in the moment.
Yeah.
So beautifully
It's
done
like another
there
word
by
for it.
Dardoch
Damn.
and Palafox. Same page.
That's well played.
Palafox cashes in and they take the Drake.
There's so many wards from
Incredible
fucking Lion.
trigger pull there.
The
Yes,
red
sir.
jungle.
Dardoch and Palafox,
Okay.
the mid-jungle synergy already.
I mean, they
God
had
damn.
showing
they had
up.
mid push,
I mean,
bot
it's not the
push,
flashiest combo to
and
land,
full
it's just
vision, and
land
Dig
a
still
Q
found the
versus Q
play.
again, your
Like,
mid laner
that's
presses
pretty good.
are, but still, the fact that they did it so
Yep.
decisively, that's a good
Granted,
sign
it is
for
a
this
support
Dignitas
player playing
squad.
Camille.
Former rookie of the split.
Ooh.
I have to
Dardoch
imagine
out of the game
the average,
in his first
just like
game.
champion mastery of recent support
look
players
out,
playing
look
Camille
out.
has to be like one of the
We're talking
lowest.
about rookies
consistent
alone in the
things in
top
pro
lane
play
right
ever.
Now. He dodged the last
Yeah.
Isles gank.
Just
but
like,
will
you don't
not
need to
dodge
know how to
this
play
one.
Camille
Dokwa
whatsoever.
picks up
You
the
just like
kill.
fucking drool on
Flash from
yourself.
Swain and ignite ult from Isles'
You don't
Camille,
need
but
like you can
that
run it down.
is
You
the
cannot know your
weakness
limits
for
whatsoever.
Lion,
You
is
can
big
mess up
dopes
most
Yeah.
things
on the
mechanically
Swain.
and
Stayed
still
even
I mean,
enough.
yeah.
super
Yes,
threatening.
completed the
She's
frozen
literally
element,
just an
also picked
ER
up a kill,
bot.
So going tanky first and then potentially
Doing
Rylai's
anything
next.
outside of that
It's
is
gonna
just
be a really
meaningless.
difficult swing.
'Cause you just fucking die.
And there's
Now
like
474 gold ahead of Denethor.
there's
who was holding on
no
just from the matchup
requirement
itself,
that you're
but yeah, I
ahead
think you're onto
or
something there,
Yeah.
Jed.
even.
Dokwa learning from that
You will
MSI
always be able to do
performance,
something.
saying, wait
Yeah.
a minute, there's something to this. If you could just weather the storm, just survive the laning phase, this Swain will be a monster. Now building towards damage next after picking up all that armor with the mana as
feels
well.
like
the Frozen Heart
just
also
chain
gives you that
dying is
ability
pretty
to stay
relevant,
lane
too.
long. Yeah, that's a huge chunk of mana that you get.
dude,
So
this
he's
chin
gonna be a
build
problem
looks
for
so
Not
cooked.
enough top laners are
I mean, I
doing
don't think it's
this type
bad,
of
but it
thing
just
that
it
Dokka's
looks
doing
so
and Zeus has done a lot
goofy.
of, where if the
Fucking
other team
Youmuu's
is picking these,
D-Helm,
like, kind of
steel
burst heavy,
caps.
low sustained damage team comps, like just pick
feel like
something
the
that will
steel
outscale the
caps
game in the top lane because you're
look
still
weird,
able to
but-
get a lot of income over time.
I mean, it's good value this game.
reminder, everybody.
Camille,
Atlanta,
Ezreal,
Georgia. Fun fact,
Zhao.
was the host of the Summer Olympics in 1996.
Yeah, it's-
Now 30 years later,
there's
host
not
of the
good
2026
boots
LCS
for Jin,
Championships
so
as Ignar
I
goes
don't
for a
mind.
top lane
Uh-oh.
gank. Paying it back in
Uh-oh.
kind from
Is
Isles'
Dardoch gonna do it
earlier
again?
roam. Dignitas backing up their top
Damn
lane.
it.
This
It's
time
an
actually
Ori,
it's
yes,
Palafox, it's in
sir.
lane to get the kill, but either
Yep.
way, shutting down Dokwa.
Dardoch's legit gonna
And
fucking
again,
make Inspired come back from
I really
vacation.
like the focus there. He's stacking armor, so let's play around the one guy who does magic damage and then be very sure that we give
Okay.
Palafox the kill. Because if Palafox doesn't get fed, they're going to have
So
actually no
Inspired's
answer for the
literally
Swain.
just pulling a double lift.
2-0-0 on the way to Fed territory here.
Well,
430
Just
double lift said
taking a
spring
ahead
split didn't
of the lane
matter.
counterpart as Denethor went to the
Oh.
bottom side and is picking up the wave down
The
there.
line doesn't even care.
Safe.
He'll just come back and
that's
win
a turret taken
anyway.
as well for Palafox, so a lot of gold
That's
injection from
inspired.
Soriano. Let's see what this purchase is. Yeah, Seraph's completed, 4 stacks on the Dark Seal, and a couple Amp Tomes to boot. Palafox is ready to carry.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit of scaling. Didn't start with a Blackfire Torch or anything like that. Has gone straight for the Seraphs, but is going to give him a little bit of durability later on in the game if he needs to survive.
Damn, it would have been hype if Inspired was back this week though.
He's walking bot. They want to dive me.
Yeah, we're clicking top
We can
right now.
easily just
Imagine Dardoch just
Tell me when you're ready.
gaps Inspired.
Ready. You can
Just
go.
go now,
you
go now, go You now. can go mid if you get
Imagining it.
CT mid.
He said go now. He literally microed them.
Holy fuck.
Give it to Christian.
And a
Back
fight
to
two,
live, we
another
see
one.
our
Oh!
Meo getting caught in the jungle, and Dignitas
Dude, he just don't
not
stop.
relent.
Mans
They
is everywhere.
invade Armeo with the
I mean,
Raptors
dude.
right as the Herald's up.
This
Murder.
game state
Get a
looks
kill and
so
an
bad for
objective.
Lion,
Play
actually.
for Palafox. Dardoch and Palafox have
Yeah.
They're behind
like
with this comp.
amazing mid-jungle synergy so far.
What the
Look
fuck?
out, though, Berserker. Got
This dude's
that
crazy.
stacked up in his trade.
He's going
Aggressively
freaky on him.
too.
Yeah, a lot of damage here onto Ignar.
He looking very
Tries his
Korean
best to catch
in the
his
mid lane.
wave, and will do so back off. Now we see Saint
be.
actually
Little
approaching
risky.
at the Herald. It was Dardoch alone on it. He will get the objective. He has to go back in to pick up the eye.
Where's his team?
Saint should not be able to keep him
Oh, he doesn't
locked
need
in
him.
place, so Dardoch gets the objective and gets out.
A lot happening though. Palafox TPing behind.
Is this what XU
Dokka,
could have been
trying to
if
make a play
his
happen
team
here.
liked
Thor
or
got big
respected
damage.
each
In
other?
comes Isles. Hexacle from him goes through
Oh,
Defense Central, but he's already
and
down.
there goes
Palafox
Swain.
on a rampage. The AP damage
And
roll
Niles
is
gonna
too
get
much
wow.
For the armor of Dokla.
They are truly
Denethor
feeding they
survives.
brains
Dignitas
out.
find 2 kills.
Yep.
Mid-turret's in trouble though. Saint's getting some
Berserker
damage
and
down.
Saint
Deciding to
haven't
fight a lot
died yet.
about goes in
Oh,
out of
hang
Berserker.
on.
Trying to lock him down with the Dragon's Rage, but in comes Armeo. Wind becomes lightning. The last
Oh, they
shot
both
from
got out.
Curtain Call will go wide. Saint sidesteps it. Denethor knocks Armeo
No.
out from the
Oh.
deadly flourish, but they got
Saint.
the kill
Oh.
regardless.
Oh.
FPL
One
with
man
the
down.
credit.
Oh, he actually got that.
So close
Damn.
to getting more.
Nice.
It's actually 1-for-1 for
Palafox
now.
once more. Throws out the shockwave.
Damn, he
flash
played
out
that
from
very
Saint.
cleanly.
Dignitas playing at 100 miles per hour are not giving Lion room to breathe.
This is one of the first rises that actually I could kind of see myself being him in game.
They just
Like,
missed too much. I
looking
mean,
pretty similar to
they
my own
kicked him out
gameplay
of
on Rise.
The curtain call.
Do
That guy
press
missed
E
the fourth
and
shot.
Q.
Denethor missed the EQ.
Well, it's
The
really
shot
about
away from
the
Palafox was very
movement
well
and the
placed, but
spacing
flashed
and the
by Saint. It is a
timing.
1-for-1. They get the turret.
Huh.
I was
A
trying
lot
to
of
be able to
rises
chip
like
there.
pressing Q
Lose the
right
game
after
check.
they
I mean, they're
press
still
E,
playing
but
exceptionally well in this
you don't
game, but
really
they just
need
lost a
to.
lot
You
of
just
tempo
kind of
with
need
that
to press it
interrupt on
before your
Palafox.
next
Palafox
E.
got
They
canceled.
missed.
He does not have TP
Yep.
Dragons up in 2
no
seconds.
real advantage
I think
pressing
Lion
Q
have a huge
immediately.
opportunity to just burst
all about
this
the
down.
Qs,
Dignitas
I
will have
see.
a 4v5 fight for it if they want to look. They're approaching,
Maybe a couple
but yeah,
E's.
it's a numbers disadvantage. That true shot barrage.
Sometimes you
from
want to
Berserker
E them and
actually
not
completely
immediately
changed
W.
the
You
tempo
kind of
of
wait
this
a bit.
play, and that means that is a free dragon for Lion.
But
Then
we
you
still have
W and
ourselves
Y's
a
back up.
really banger game right now.
Yeah.
With the gold lead on the side
Two
of Dignitas.
E's.
We know there's
Yep.
the Swain scaling on the side of Lion. We know Palafox is getting
Actually, the game
really
combos,
fed
like you
in this
E them
game.
and then you wait
And we-
till E's almost
it
back
looks
up, then
to
you
me
Q, then you
Dardoch,
root them while the
he's
Q's in the
in
air,
form.
then you Q
Yeah,
again, then you
we knew
EQ.
he was in form. This is confirming that he's in form.
100% kill
He's playing great.
Think about
participation.
it.
106. I think I can confirm that statement there, Jet. Wow, what a
I see the real
return.
combos.
Sometimes we hype it up, but
The
it's
Rise
up to
is
the player
just
to deliver.
going off the
And
slow,
I think Dardoch
no
is
root.
delivering in fantastic fashion. Let's get another
Ew.
look at that. 'Cause,
That's like
man, this
the real
almost
kill
goes
combo
so
early
well
game.
for Dig. It's still good, but
Ew.
think of the potential.
I mean, Saint tanked
think you have
that
to.
one shot
Just
from FBI
most
that
range
would
versus
have hit
mid
the
laners.
CC Berserker and probably killed him. Then they Jace E him out of the Jhin route. And then Ignar takes one too many tower shots as the Spell Flux connects from Saint. And then just a
Can't really
nice
get in
flash from
range to
Saint.
E that easily.
Yeah, back to live. We see Dardoch. Looks like he
Is
went
W
in for
longer
the
range
fade
than E?
right there, trying to get some more camps away. But you can see the audience
Is it?
rallying behind Dignitas. It's a play onto Palafox in the top lane, all alone. He will flash away. Saint chases him down. Not quite enough damage, and Palafox will walk
Holy.
out.
Not even close. Look at that Seraph
They
shield
are the
coming
same
in
range.
clutch. 345 damage
Nope,
shield,
it's not
but if
true.
it was 1 point
Okay.
less shielded, he would be dead.
I thought you even
So,
played this guy.
That's why he has the item. It's to live
I mean,
through
it's more about the
Camille ganks.
fact that they'll get out of
Still,
range
the
while you
tempo
E, so you
does
won't get
feel
the W.
fast in this
Yeah.
game. Like
Very
they're
fast.
really matching each
That's
other.
possible.
And Dignitas has been able to find enough kills, and this gold lead is getting pretty substantial for them.
And I
Ooh,
know
Storm
9
Surger.
kills
Yo, this guy was reading the
doesn't feel
Strumpus
like
tweet.
that many, but it's been an action-packed game regardless.
This
Because
is
not
about
all those kills are at
Ori,
the
or-
same time.
No,
They've
he's
spread
just
out enough
Strumpus
that
just
there
loves
has
Storm
been
Surge.
so many plays from both sides. Isles went for the first roam top side.
Pretty sure I
Denethor
read in
able
there
to avoid
that
it.
do
Now
not
Isles have
do
been up
this
there
shit
2
on
more
anyone
times.
but
Almost
Syndra.
takes down Palafox, does get Denethor one other
That was
time.
probably
Like,
the Band-Aid.
This Camille support is definitely kind of dictating a lot
It's
of
actually
pace of play
it's weird to see
from Lion's
Seraphs
side.
with
Dardoch
Storm
and
Surge.
Palafox are dictating it from
Like,
Dignitas'
I feel like if you wanted
side.
full burst, you wouldn't go
So,
Seraphs.
keep your eyes.
Yeah,
on this
and if you
Dignitas
wanted
lane. Wherever
Seraphs,
he
you wouldn't
goes,
want
action
full
seems to
burst, but
follow. 100% kill
maybe
participation still as the turrets are falling in the side
not,
lanes.
like,
Dignitas got
horrible
the
or
outer
anything,
turret
just a
bot
little
side.
weird looking.
Denethor now Palafox pushing in this top turret. Look at all the vision they have down with Ignar and
Storm Surge
Dardoch
does give you
hovering
6%
nearby.
of
He's
mass.
got
Like, that's
so
kind of
much
a shit ton.
protection
It's like a
and
fucking
confidence to
PD.
just walk up and keep hitting that turret.
Yeah, and he is snowballing, and I really think
Really
this
good build
item
path
is
as well.
interesting. The
Speed.
Storm Surge kind of
10?
clutch.
They're trying to lock him down. The
Huh?
guard's out, so it's going to absorb a lot of the
What is
damage.
PD's
That's
move speed right
ultimate
now? It's 10.
For ultimate trade, support for jungler. Armeo gonna have to back all
Storm
the way
Surge is
off.
6, which is
Douglas getting a lot of work on that bottom
almost same
turret.
shit.
Dignitas pushing in mid.
Ooh.
Douglas will get the turret.
Almost.
So Lion actually not too bad. They absorb the play mid, and they get some gold onto Dokla.
They absolutely do, but look at this Storm Surge that Palafox has completed. This is his second item.
Dardoch up
I think
a
Storm
level
Surge
and a
is
half.
very
Holy
underpurchased
kingdom.
item because
100%
everyone else
KP.
looking for the cheap AP item.
Not even
Yeah.
late game
Epic
yet.
belt second.
Yeah.
But it's very bursty. 15 magic pen, 90 AP, and the 6% move speed, not to mention the passive that will just, they call it squall, but it's just that extra magic damage burst.
I saw a
if you're
Super
doing
Jhin build
a
last
large
night.
burst of damage, which he will be doing to
IE
basically
list
everyone
Jhin.
on this team. So lowered mobility.
What did he
for
build?
The increased chance of like one-shotting someone. He's gone the upgraded Stork Shield,
Ghostblade, Stormrazor, Rapid Fire,
and now he's on Dardoch.
Lord Dom's eventually like Giga Lash Mercurial.
The Lee Sin Shockwave, but Lee Sin goes a little far forward. The Orianna's not able to follow up.
Good.
And Lion just get their mid lane out of there with a realm
damage.
Yeah, they're able to shift everyone to the top side on the map. They don't lose anything for that play though because so many people online.
I honestly like
they still have mid
when you regen's passive, it's so hard to actually tell how much damage you get from different shit.
Because Dig does not want Lion.
I think there's genuinely no way you can know how much damage Shin's gonna do without just playing him and trying it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just gonna go for trap play.
Like the fucking numbers are so hard to read.
Ignore also has the solar flare available.
It's confusing.
If somebody came out and they came out with a bunch of charts and were like Infinity Edge is actually useless on Jhin, I'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe.
Looks like they were setting up some kind of death brush there.
Yeah, I mean they were trying to bait.
I wouldn't have thought so, but
control word inside and kind of threatening the Baron, but their Baron damage is so low. I feel like it's such a fake threat that no one online has to check.
Yeah, I don't know the
they have the inside
math on it, but
now, if they
I'd say it's still pretty good. It's my guess.
And now they'll be able to set up, but they'll be sitting on a little bit of gold, so everyone has a chance to reset on Lion side. And weirdly enough,
I am curious how
Lion wanted to set
Lion's gonna try to come back.
I
mean, they don't have inspired for Giga Shot calls,
doing
but
the old two-man right there, thinking that
Satan Berserker
Dig might still be playing around topside.
But
Alright, they're shadowing top with
I do
Swain.
like plays like this from teams when they decide we're not going for Dragon.
I feel like Swain literally has to pop off at a fight to win. He has 2 items.
Onto their solo
2 really good items,
and
honestly.
They already have 2 dragons. So this is going to take a while for Dignitas.
I mean, he just needs Rylai's, I think. But yeah, I don't know if he'll...
How are they not just walking away from him? Everyone on that team is so fast.
You need to put yourself in a position where you can contest future.
I don't possibly see how he could end up in a situation where he's just meaningfully draining people.
That same with Saint. Those are the only 2 that are within, 500.
You could just
one shot by
I
Orianna.
really kind of ran away with the gold leads over there.
He doesn't have Ghost or anything either.
They have Dardoch.
He's supposed to have Ghost.
Wonder how much damage he's going to go. Normally, you see Guardian Angel as the third item.
I have no
We'll
idea.
see what he decides to go as he's
seems not bad.
100% kill participation, but
Oh wait, someone said that you could just rise ult in.
Could be building toward that.
Oh, no, I mean, it's like, even if you somehow get on top of their whole team, they will literally just knock you away and walk away from you. Alright, let's see it. Big Dokes here.
Dark's kind of deep.
He also doesn't do any damage.
Dardoch dove onto the back line, but
I don't get it.
Segmented from the fight, could not get in range for the combo.
Is Swain not just like
just too deep. They can't
a system slop champion? He just needs fucking like Leandry and Deathfire to do damage to anybody?
Dardoch got a little bit ahead of himself.
System, you call it a system?
Kick onto Isles.
Yeah.
But you
like
could
the
just
AP burn
see Dokes
system
in there with the Frozen Heart and the Rylai's and the No
you.
Magic. Like unless you're focusing him or disengaging the
That's
Swain,
the official. That's the
I don't think
official
they
term
can
for it.
have the 5v5 team fights that doesn't start with the one shot.
What, like the Riot back end?
Yeah, it's just like Malzahar, Brand, Swain. They're just like systems champions.
Ignar flying in, Denethor, he's got the shock blast, but after that, he kind of wants to go.
They just anytime you make an item that applies on spells, it's like, oh, yep, they're gonna do it.
And it's instances like that.
Someone said you could tell this guy works at Riot.
Their strengths as well. You mentioned this before, Jad. It's a team fight for this team. The way that they set that up, incredible.
It really is. Armeo disengaged at the start there.
Yeah, you know, I've personally never heard these terms used before.
There's a lot of things you don't hear.
Nah, not really. I hear a lot of things.
I don't think you do. I think you hear borderline nothing.
Very effective and still had to build that.
You didn't even hear of Frozen Heart Swain top earlier, so.
Doesn't want to get one shot by the Orianna.
I mean, that just sounds
and here
like
we are. Here we are.
Some clown fucking theory crafted and mind controlled people into building or something, is my assumption.
You think so? You think Doklo was like, wow, I saw somebody build Frozen Heart Swain. I guess I have to do it in my next LCS game.
I think Swain is so
Oh!
attached
The Dignitas jungler was
Uh-oh, that's not the right way to kick him.
Now from Doklo behind. Dardoch's got to get out of dodge. Palafox will
Mayhaps the wheels are going to fall off here for Dig. Oh, Dardoch's going back in. Wait.
Holy fuck.
He's getting a little too hyphy.
Lion trying to chase Dignitas out, and they will keep their mid laner alive. Nobody dies on either side.
Dardoch is going some places right now. I like the look to be able to get the flash from Saint, but then
I think Swain is just so attached to Leandry's that
he's going Visage. No, man.
A little hyphy. I felt like he had such an amazing start to this game. You can see he's
I mean he needs Leandry's.
He seems to be the most
he supplies to the whole team.
right
I feel like you'd want Deathfire touch as well. I'm not really sure why he has Airy.
It is a very close game right now, and when you're up against Berserker Ezreal, who we haven't talked about that much, but he just hit 3 items on
that
Ezreal,
one I'm not sure of.
Very high carry potential and great team fighting for Lions.
Yeah, I mean,
I love paying attention to the player
the runes.
cameras. See who is talking, because in the past,
it could be Abyssal Mask.
Palafox talking a lot during these plays.
I would rather it be Abyssal Mask
yeah,
than
you're right.
fucking
I've seen Palafox less and
Visage.
Dardoch more. Obviously, we're not seeing their faces all the time, so who's to truly say, but definitely a different look for Dignitas. You can already feel something different about this
I don't
team
either one's that good.
I got a YouTube video for Dignitas. Just release the whole game on comms. Just the whole series.
Honestly,
just release it.
I think
get the most views
slam Leandries
of any LCS video release that week.
and then
Blind
sell your
Team
Frozen
Comms
Heart for
amazing. They have really
Azonias.
great edits. They have been my favorite ones to watch, especially when Inspired is there.
Wait, that sounds good.
But I feel like the Dardoch Palafox cinema, I think it's worth it. It's worth the strategic trade-off. Just for the entertainment value.
We're talking so much about Dardoch's
And then switch your summon area to a Deathfire Touch.
It's Dignitas, last place, hasn't picked up a series win in a while. It's a rookie top laner.
Let's look up Swain runes.
It's Palafox in the mid lane. With
This is
FBI
Deathfire
in the bot
Conquer.
lane. So the volatility of this Dignitas squad has been present so far this summer split.
Sneaky.
Now Baron
No
is
one's
the
done area
focus
before?
for a Lion. They started up.
Yep,
spot
never.
out by Dignitas.
Never been
They're
done.
gonna have to try and approach it. Teleporting from Denethor.
All right, Swain
So it will, at
support
the very least,
looks
be a
like it
TP
goes
gain for Lion. They're
Conquer
still on
or
the Baron. They
Electrocute.
just got it. They had the DPS.
What? How is Lion just
Dignitas
getting
were far too
Baron?
slow to contest.
I literally
They
looked away and they got Baron.
That's the engage from
What?
Ignar trying to get in onto Saint, but he's just
Ignar just
dead.
solo went in.
The Leona takes a one-way trip to the gray screen as Isles now goes for the re-engage.
Oh, wow. Saint got kicked out and then Oriolted
cuts
back
off
in.
the retreat path, and Dignitas are routed.
How are
Once
Dig losing this
again,
game? Like,
show their
what just
team
happened in the
fight
last 5
strength
minutes?
as they will take
I don't understand.
0 for 4 plus
They went
the
for a
Baron.
play on
I mean,
Rise. It
great
didn't
shot
work.
call by Lion to sneak the Baron there as everyone's gearing up.
Wait, Dig didn't even get Dragon during that, by the
and
way.
then they were just ready to fight
Bro, what?
afterwards. I think the debuff from the Hunting Baron had pretty much expired.
I don't know.
So I didn't like
I'm
the
so
timing of
confused.
Ignar going for that engage, and then once he went in, everyone just felt like they had to follow.
This
And
makes
again,
no
it's one of those
sense.
things where they fought just within the Swain ultimate, so there was no real chance. And it might be
This
the
might
end
be
of
just
the game.
win
They
here?
have a cannon minion.
Just
they
the
have
Nexus
so much
explosion?
damage. It's only Ignar back from the respawn.
Okay.
Dardoch's
What?
reset was canceled by Isles.
The fuck?
Out of nowhere.
And it ends like that.
How?
Lion weather the storm. 1 Baron's all it takes.
How does that make any sense?
I hate to see a game
Dude.
like
That was really
What?
weird.
Present so far this summer split.
They're
I'm
up like
going- I'm going
5K
back.
Baron
gold.
is the focus.
How did they lose a 5K gold lead?
Available. Watch for the Dardoch's got to get out of Dardoch. The Dragon.
I'm
there's
so
really nothing
confused,
on the
man.
bottom have to focus on. Dokla's down there. Realm Warp from
Dardoch is
Saint
there.
straight on the Dardoch. The Dignitas jungler
Okay,
was waiting
well-
in the wings. That's a teleport now from Dokla behind Dardoch.
Wait, was it
Got
thrown
to get
before
out of
this as
dodge.
well?
Palafox
Dude,
jungler was
when this
waiting in the
top play
wings. That's a
happened,
teleport now from
FBI
Dokla
fucking
behind Dardoch's
recalled
gotta
mid.
get out of- The Dignitas jungler was focus on Dokla's
That's
down.
kinda
wild.
From Saint
There.
straight on the
Like them
Dardoch.
going deep.
Like
The
25
Dignitas
minutes, yeah,
jungler
when they
was
went for
waiting in the
Rise and got
wings.
his
That's a
flash and then had to run
teleport now
away.
from Behind Dardoch's gotta get out of dodge. Palafox
Jhin was
escaped
literally
to
in
Romeo,
base.
almost just popped. The
So they
shockwave
either
still
needed to
available.
not
Watch
go for
the
this play or
combo.
Jhin
Dardoch
needed to
flashes
be
over the
there.
wall. Lion trying to chase
I swear
Dignitas
that
out,
that's
and they will
a
keep their
definite
mid laner
common thing
alive.
in
Nobody
lower
dies
tier
on
teams,
either
just
side.
the tempo trolls.
Dardoch is going some
Somebody
places.
just slams a
Yeah.
random recall and then it's
I
like you
the
can't
look
play
to
the
be
game.
able to get the flash from Saint, but then
You're going for
taking
some
that
play and you
Q
just down a
into
member for no
Armeo,
reason.
having to burn his
Play should have
had
worked.
to burn his flash to get back over the Baron pit. A little
Then
hypey.
what
I
happened?
felt like he had such an amazing start to this game.
Dude, there's no way the game just ended like that. I'm so fucking confused.
It is a very close game right now. When you're
Palafox recalled from top for no reason.
Very high carry potential and great team fighting for Lions, so.
I love paying attention to the
Did they
player.
lose 5K
who is talking because in the past it would be Palafox talking a lot during these
Good
plays.
go.
But yeah, you're right. I've seen Palafox less.
They
Dardoch
5-man
obviously not
setup
seeing
for
faces all the time
Dragon.
to truly say, but definitely a different look.
They're
for
just
Dignitas. You can
legit
already feel
walking
things
around.
about this team just in this game 1.
I got a YouTube video for Dignitas. Just release the whole game on comms. Just the whole series.
Honestly,
just
yeah.
release it. That's going to get the most views of any LCS video released that week. The Lion team comms are amazing.
just
They have
not
really
doing
great edits. They have
anything.
everyone wants to watch, especially when Inspired is there. But I feel like the Dardoch Palafox cinema. I think
Jace and Lee Sin were two-manning Krugs.
Dardoch's return and how exciting that is, but think about the team he's returning onto. It's Dignitas, last place, hasn't picked up a series win in a while. It's a rookie top laner that Dardoch is jungling for. Palafox in the mid lane with FBI Ignar in the bot lane. So the volatility of this Dignitas squad.
They're just literally not doing anything. This is crazy.
Focus here for Lion. They started up, it's spotted out by Dignitas. They're gonna have to try and approach it. Teleporting from Dennis to work. So it will at the very least be a TP gain for Lion. They're still on the Baron. They just got it. They had the DPS.
Dude,
Dignitas
what?
were far to try and approach it.
What was this last minute and a half of anything? I'm so lost. What macro is this?
The Dignitas jungler was waiting in the wings at the teleport now from Dobo behind.
So
Dardoch.
go for a play while your AD carry
Almost just
recalls.
blocked. The shockwave still available. Watch for the combo. Dardoch flashes over the wall. Lion trying to chase Dignitas out, and they will keep their mid laner
And Palafox recalled no reason. I guess he kind of matched his team's recall. But I mean, he could have kept pushing top.
Did he have TP? I mean,
his TP. He just recalls, goes bot. I just don't understand what I'm watching here. Like, do they think they're weaker here at 26 minutes? They just let themselves get pushed out with 5 people here. So why did they even group?
Definitely a different look for Dignitas.
I don't understand. This makes no sense.
I got a YouTube video for Dignitas. Just release the whole game on comms. The whole series. Honestly, That's going to get the most views of any LCS video released that week.
Why did Palafox walk down here if they weren't going to do anything when he's there?
Worth the strategic trade-off.
That's wild. Then he goes top. Zero vision, has to play super safe. Takes a long way back to mid, and Baron's gone. Where was Leona during this?
I just shown him base.
He was just sort of chilling. Did a really late recall. Yeah, I don't know. That is wild.
How they not even get in for the Baron? Just dies that quick. Yeah, this thing gets deleted.
I mean, they're literally just scared. They don't think they can fight. They're playing like they're behind while they're ahead. But they're also grouping. I don't like this kind of play at all.
Gash bad.
If you don't want to fight, then why the hell are you grouping?
Because the Leona just
don't do that one.
Like, I think if you are Dignitas composition, you're just
lost all vision of Baron as well.
Into Jin, W, ulti.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that.
If you want to, and then if it doesn't work out and you can't play anything because you're too slow.
If you don't think you can fight, then don't group up. That's fine. Just split push.
But it is what it is. The team is in a pretty rough spot. So these are the type of things that they have to work.
It's like they're just so scared. They say we have no vision, we have no pressure. We're gonna 5-man. Oh, we saw them. Okay, we're good. We got a ward down. We saw them here. We're good, guys. We can go back to playing.
This lobby is kind of comfy. It feels different.
That's too troll.
If this is different, I like different. I'm staying right.
They didn't respect the Baron sneak.
Are you guys serious? We're about to get
I mean, it's not that. It's just a team. I feel like Lions should never have that opportunity to do the Baron sneak. I don't even think they rise ulted for it. They just like actually got it because Dig wasn't pressuring anything. I guarantee if... Okay, I don't guarantee it, but I think there's a good chance whenever I see gameplay looking like this and you listen to the comms, it'll be like everyone in the game talking about random shit. They'll be like, yo, I'm like 500 from decap. When I get that, I'm really fucking strong. Okay. Yo, I got my item in like 300 gold. I'm just going to grab Krugs here, and then I got a longsword here, and people just start talking about their item spikes. It's like, I hate those comments. They're so fucking useless. Because it sounds like a plan, but it's not actually a plan. It's just, you're not doing anything. You got to be pressuring.
Scan the QR code for deals only on Uber Eats.
Do something that the other opponent has to respond to, or they'll lose out. They're not pressured because you can buy your decap in a bit. Everyone's buying items the whole game. That's the whole point of farming. It's crazy. Man, it's tilting because I wanted to see Lion at least... I like seeing good teams put in bad spots and see what they do to come back, but this one was just... Dig fucking handed it to him. They said, you know what? I think we did enough this game. Did I see Yankos keeps playing Jin jungle and it works? I did not see that.
Come to me. Oh, fight. We come in. That's good.
How does it work?
We can go more, maybe. I'm looking forward to it.
Is he maxing W or what?
Look, Jace.
Look, Ori, guys.
Ori, no flash now. I'm running to Jin. I have Ian too. He has flash, right?
Yeah, has.
Okay.
Oh, just come meter. We can
Dude.
And it ends like
why is anyone playing Jin? I do not understand. He's not winning lane. He's not scaling. That was cleared 240 on Jin jungle. That's broken. 1 or 2 smites. If it's one smite, that's really fast. Jhin jungle with Tiamat. Are they actually building Tiamat on Jhin jungle? That sounds sketchy as hell. Like Profane Hydra or what? Like, what are you even doing with the Tiamat if you're building it? I mean, if Jhin could actually clear his camps and not just die to the other jungler looking in his general direction, he's got some utility, you know. He can run around the map putting down traps. He's like a way less threatening version of Teemo, but gives good vision. His W ganks are kind of obnoxious. You're just laning, and at any point a Jhin W can fly in. And then when he gets ult. But I don't know. Doesn't sound very good.
Welcome everyone, and congratulations, Saint, on winning your Week 2 Player of the Week. How are you feeling on the back of your Annie and Ahri gameplay?
Awesome.
Yeah?
A weaker Teemo?
It's been a while.
I mean, his W gank is actually pretty threatening. I feel like there's a lot of lanes where just getting randomly hit by a Jhin W could fuck your lane over.
Yeah, so it's going to be like rapid fire questions.
CC and damage.
If you don't want to answer the question, or if you don't have an answer, you can go
Hila
skip.
Blades, Nyla mid.
3, 2, 1, go. Who is the best player that you've played with in your career? You play with a lot of giants. Or just anyone, any player.
Zeus.
Yeah. You play with Zeus?
Zeus?
I mean, just enemy.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm okay with that answer. Last night you made a tweet that you got food poisoned. How are you okay right now?
For play match.
I should be
okay. For play match,
yeah.
I should be okay.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, Steven?
What food poisoned you?
You know, just watching some LCS.
I don't know, maybe seafood and meat.
Dig do
That's the usual go-to.
Weird ass
what's
throw.
Your favorite and least favorite food?
Favorite is KBBQ.
Yeah.
At least favorite is.
All right, I was looking at Nyla mid.
Nothing.
Neela? I think it's Neela. Neela
if
mid.
you're a Lucian 1v1 versus Berserker, who would win?
Wow.
For sure me.
For sure you? Okay.
37% win rate.
They're having a decision.
That's Emerald Plus. All ranks? Okay, all ranks 41%.
Why?
They are running Conqueror, though. Let's see what the Hila Blades looks like.
Oh!
21% win rate.
Or nerfed?
Nice, dude. You might be onto something.
Bob Silas.
Okay.
Nope, Victory.
I like that answer. How has life been without Inspired?
Pretty chill.
Pretty
Yeah.
Okay.
I chill.
Oh, chill. Okay.
He said pretty shit.
And you wanted to be, I guess the last question that I had was like, you wanted to be a jungler. You didn't get the chance to when he was gone. What would you have played? What's your jungle champion?
He played Lee Sin.
Like Wukong by J4 Lee Sin.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a whole
pool. You think you would have been better than Armeo, or is Armeo better?
Armeo is better.
Okay.
Wow, really? So humble.
I appreciate you. Thank you for the interview.
You could have said, nah, I'd mog his ass.
Your stomach is good, and the gameplay is better. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Well, I'd say he's playing well despite whatever stomach issues he might be having. That was a fantastic interview, though.
It was.
He gave credit to Armeo. Armeo's the better jungler.
Armeo's good. He's also not in his chair, Armeo.
Oh! Where is he?
I mean,
where in the world is Armeo?
The only one to get food poisoning? Find out.
Ooh, has it spread?
We'll see.
I'm hearing from production that we're looking for him.
We're searching
not even
for
we
Armeo.
know where Armeo.
Where in the world is?
No, searching for Armeo. That's the next tagline. That's Lion's next YouTube upload there. All right, we're hearing that he is on his way back to the chair, so we should be ready to hop into pick and ban for game number 2. Dignitas, we're so close yet. Oh, they pushed Lion so far, but this is a reminder why Lion are the defending champions and why they were the #1 team in spring.
True, and I do think their draft definitely outscaled. The Swain was always going to be hard to deal with, but Dignitas played a very coordinated mid-game. I'd say, thinking back through the game, the early timer where Lion was able to sneak that first Drake, very important. and then the Berserker ultimate that interrupted Palafox's Orianna base that led to another Lion Drake.
Yeah.
That stopped what could have been a very quick soul for Dignitas, and then I feel like we're having a different conversation.
Yeah,
then
true.
I think just a really bad call at the end of the game by
Who
Ignar
do we
to re-engage
blame?
after that Baron. But at the same time, I think he's thinking, well, they've kind of outscaled.
Dude,
They're a
like,
little bit low. Maybe this is our best chance.
what the hell are people seeing with Jhin that I'm
maybe
not?
The debuffs are still there.
Exactly.
If we can full send everybody in.
Is there nothing better? Is this why people are playing Mage's bot?
Distracted by Dokla on
They
my
say,
screen,
well,
doing the full
it's Ziggs
show.
or
warm up the
fucking
eyes.
Jhin. What do you
There
want,
he
coach?
Saint said that it's chill, not having inspired around.
Insane psyop.
Right now. And Armeo has returned to his
Armeo's
seat.
back.
We got a full 5-man roster. Let's go.
He's an AD mage.
Saint does not have to play both mid
He's
and
an
jungle
AD
in this
mage
game.
that does no
And
damage
we'll be ready to hop into pick and
the
ban
whole fucking
shortly.
game.
And Lions still continue to impress. As a squad, as a
Yeah, they
team,
really
they're
do.
not skipping a beat, Jet.
They really are. There's just no meaningful fall off with Inspire taking a break, with Rigby not being here for a lot of the drafts. Although Rigby comes back, and immediately we're like, wow, nice draft.
Yeah.
So he's back. He's been away studying. He's got his
What
big
is his
notebook
overall
right
win
there.
rate?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
the
make
swing
sure.
for Dokla was, I think, the biggest
Just damage
thing
to
there
ARAM?
in that he was getting ahead in his one-on-one matchup. Yes, Isles rotated top a lot
Maybe they
to
think
help
it's
him
ARAM?
out in that regard.
Maybe he doesn't have the right
But we saw how
augments.
hard it was for Dignitas to team fight into
Jhin?
that lane later in the game. Fearless draft,
Top
though,
leagues.
so throw those picks out the window. It's up for new
47
drafts.
I mean, so I mean, he's not losing every
Lion
game.
now on the blue side, Dignitas on the red. As it's
LCK,
gonna be a
he's
live
doing
ban
well.
early. Remember, they banned 3
EWC,
junglers
he did
in
not.
game number 1. Will they go 3
LCS,
for 3
he's
again
not.
here now? No.
Strong
that's
against
Cassiopeia.
Corky.
So we switched around here. Dignitas first pick, Lion blue side. So gonna
Sus.
change. Hello, Dokla. Glad you got Jonathan Armeo back into
I don't
his
know, man.
chair so he could play. But 5 game wins in a row for Lion.
Low-key
to
think
start
he's
the
hard and
split
people
without
be shit at
Inspired.
him?
First, they were feeling
Maybe.
really flippy, like, oh, you know, substitute teacher Armeo is here. Let's play like crazy. And then this last game, it very much felt
I just
like
see him
that
attacking
was
people and doing
almost
legit
an
no
inspired
damage.
Run game.
Yeah.
The game's not
Maybe,
going well.
like,
Let's
I
wait
feel
around,
like
let's play on our power spikes.
Jhin does
Stack
not
fingers,
seem like a
game's
champion that's supposed to lose
I'm
his
happy you
lane.
bring that up. They haven't dropped a game yet.
To me,
without
winning
Inspired.
lane on Jhin
Either
would be like
4-0 in
the bare
their
minimum
earlier
of why you
series
pick
and now
him.
an early game win here versus Dignitas game 1. Remember, Dignitas game 1 is their comfort zone.
Imagine
That's
picking
where
Caitlyn if she
Dignitas
lost
is
The first
lane.
game one, Dignitas has lost.
That's
They
the first
can't
game 1
deny it.
Dignitas has lost all summer. They won
Caitlyn's
game
good
1 versus
because
Sentinels,
even though
won
she's
game
kind of
1
weak
versus
mid-game,
C9. Yes,
she's
the rest of
really
the
good in
series did not
lane.
go their way, but they
If Jin's like
showed that they
hard winning
were always
lane,
good for
getting
one of them.
plates,
Let's see if they're good for a game 2
then, you know,
now. They're
it's
gonna
probably
have
not
to
that
be
bad.
A little out of order from tradition.
but you're
As
coming out of
Nocturne is
lane,
the first pick here for Darda
no
on
plates,
Dignitas.
down CS,
Okay. Powerful
fucking
double
Dorian's
pick.
helmet.
Can
Like,
also
what are
do
we
some
doing?
early game invading if you really want to get spicy. Dardock had a great early
Going
game.
to the
and he
store.
did try to win
He had some fun.
A little bit of Lee syndrome.
I could go for like
On the Camille play and on the Rise attempt.
a Gatorade.
And
I could
this
go for a
is
Gatorade.
one of the problems about playing against Lion is that Berserker is just
Gotta be his
inevitable.
utility in team fights.
You just see Lucian
But-
Emilio and you're like, but it's Berserker Isles.
But
Lucian.
like, what about Ash
feel like
or
it's just gonna
Varus?
At one point, be 3,000 gold up on the enemy 80 carry and
Or
like
any
dashing
mage.
and two-hitting someone.
Or
Yeah.
You can
any
already see it,
champion?
can't you?
I can visualize it in
Yeah.
my head. It's happened so many times.
I'm just a hater on
I'm
Jhin.
wondering if this is an avenue where FBI will go for something like a Ziggs. It is
Until
available
proven
at
otherwise,
this point
I
in
am
time,
now a
so
Jhin
maybe they
hater.
do go for something that will not really engage. It's Senna instead for FBI bot lane. So
Sneaky,
obviously
I'm now a
probably
Jhin hater.
stealing pick.
Well, it's an
Now.
old
Yes.
FBI
After
special.
years of evidence.
I think, and this is going to sound
Now
crazy,
you
but
finally-
I think FBI is one of the
I don't know. I
best
mean,
teams in
he's
the
one of those champs that
world. Really good at this.
he's
pick,
kind of like
and he
Kaisa, I
does
think,
play
where
in the league.
sometimes he'll randomly
Okay,
look
so
really good,
Lucian Emilio, a little bit different,
but then other
like,
times
just
he'll just look
very,
so
very,
useless
very comfortable on this
and
pitch.
keep getting
Esports,
picked
get
and
your
keep
title
looking
card
useless.
ready. Jat.
Yeah.
He is one of the
But
best
I'm more of a
players in the
Kaiser
world.
believer,
Boom.
though
Statement made. Claimed.
One of the
recent
reasons they were
evidence
able to
has made her
2-0
look quite
G2 at
shit.
Worlds 2022 on Energy was the
True.
Senna pick.
True.
Before the last buffs. I think
I
she's
like
not
it.
bad
Bringing
now.
out the receipts as well. That's good. Paired with the Nautilus as
Yeah, I
well.
think I need to
something
see
that
more
can
of her.
provide a lot of peel and CC for the Senna. Also primary engage for the team. So Nocturne might not just be going in alone. He might have a depth charge either leading the way or following him shortly behind. It's going to be the Gnar locked in for Dokla. So blind pick,
The
top
last
laner
buffs,
here.
the buffs in
Blind, they ban
question,
out some of the
0.2
tough matchups
damage
like the Vayne.
per auto.
And now Dokla can have some agency of his own.
Dokla's Gnar has been really good lately.
Incredible.
historically actually wasn't one of his top picks.
It's truly a game of inches.
About it recently after his, I think it was his week 1 NAR game against Gakkos' Ambessa. And he was like 70.
But you're right, she will pop off with the +1 MR.
Gold ahead. And he said, I think this is my best NAR game ever.
God damn.
And it's because he's just grinded on the pick. He knows exactly what he wants to do in lane. He knows what he wants to do.
All right, how about this?
Fights,
make everyone's spells longer.
And he just seems so
make everyone's base health go down. And increase AD carries base AD. Deal.
Is why I'm super confident in the Lion draft so far.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Douglas is one of those players. That
Deal.
This is like your ideal top laner, where the whole story is going back to a tier 2 and then back up to tier 1. He's only gotten better.
Yep.
Split over split, year over year, just continues to improve. And I was on what we can consider one of his
someone in chat said Bork Jin.
See what Denethor wants to play.
Oh, that's the solution. I see.
Lion will lock in most likely.
Well, I mean, he has trouble killing tanks, and Bork is definitely a tank killing
or a Kali. Now, when I see these two bans in the past, I would have thought Lock as a focus here in the mid lane.
Well, old Bork is, where you slurp 15% of their max health.
But it's going to be Wukong for Armeo.
I mean, all
wait, hold up.
Well
so
right
the
now,
normal problem with Bork is it does less damage as their health gets low, right?
To try and pick something super
but on Jin, he doesn't get their health low. So his Bork's getting crazy value the whole time.
Wait a second.
I mean, the ultimates are already decent. If there's any
maybe that's
and his 4th shot is missing health.
It's going to be
Silas or
so it synergizes.
Just 2 comfort picks.
Like he's missing all of his health while he's attacking.
Burst, and then Bessa is going to be the top laner for Denethor. Not a
the matchup again.
Yeah, it's you just were talking about
was really confident with in the Gakkos. They had some roam.
I actually think Hubris Jin might be legit.
Denethor.
Or hear me out, Manamune Jin.
Being less reliable, the priority, like the success of Ambessa has definitely decreased.
I mean, it has synergy with the ult.
We've seen so many instances
of top lane. The reason I'm saying it is because I think the way Jin's passive works, like I was saying, it's really hard to like digest it and whatever, but he does get the way attack speed works with his AD is like it modifies his AD by 1%.
Okay.
So I think if you just have a shit ton of raw AD, you'll get a shit ton more.
Can be super bursty if you want to be, especially when no one else is going to be building MR.
AD is the best AD.
It hasn't been played that much. I mean, I'm looking at
You're not gonna get more out of attack speed.
Split. It has 2 games.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like, but you're gonna build some attack speed at some point, and you have your like attack speed per level and whatever.
Into Ari at EWC,
yep.
So it's seldom played in pro lately.
But hey, those are 2 respectable mid laners pulling it out.
What if you just build the most flat AD items you can? Just like a shit. Hubris and Manamune, I think, gives some of the most raw AD out of any items.
Potential. It also offers a lot of safety in the mid lane. If you're going to get dove under your turret, you can
I think it'd be useless for
you go invulnerable.
Even longer, but
is built into your kit. But
eventually maybe it'd be stronger.
That ult on the
I don't know.
And Annie pretty low mobility, so now Palafox has to be careful as well.
Yeah, you can definitely match Annie in the fact of like, oh, if I want to fight you and my jungler's here, I'm just going to fight you with my jungler here.
Arguably better for Lissandra because you don't need the rocket belt.
Jankos was playing Jin jungle with Hubris today. Wait a second. He's on to something.
All right.
Yeah, Chad was telling me about Jankos playing Jin jungle.
From Lion, Rigby is back in the coaching seat for the draft. And
they didn't say if he was winning with it. They did say he was playing it.
0-1 in this series. Hoping to
like
get
I said, he was,
at least 1 game win.
He was really strong.
Champs from spring. Looking to stop that from happening. Game 2, we're onto the Rift.
But I feel like normally you would hear about someone like gaining rating or like winning a bunch of games. All we've really heard is that he's playing it, which could mean anything.
And looked pretty solid.
The fact that they're leaving out the amount he won makes me think it might not be too good of a stat for him.
Someone said he did lose while being 17-3.
Ah, there we go.
Best introduction to League in the last 5 years.
Give me that money.
Yeah. But yes, you're right. The Dardox Game 1 debut, very flashy, very impressive. It wasn't a win. There were a few moments, like you said, the Lee syndrome kind of kicked in.
Always look for the omitted information.
More, but overall, I still was happy with the performance of Dardoch and just how Dignitas looked as a team.
All right, Game 2, Dardoch Nocturne.
So
Saint Lissandra.
Absolutely, as bot lane already.
And
Lissandra's kind of hype. I feel like Lissandra should get played more.
And Ignar in the 2v2.
Absolutely. I don't think
let's get a gamble up, Meteos.
Huge engage early, but Kangas, what is
Let's
this?
a people bet.
So last split.
Oh, fuck, you can't die right after I said that. You can't just instantly die, bro.
Maybe. Autos? No. Ooh. So a reminder that the whole Shopify prediction, that was old news. Palafox Summer, that's also old news, Jet.
What is it now?
It's now Palafox Game 1. If you look at Palafox in Game 1's this split so far, he has been smashing his lane opponent and stepping up big.
That's true.
The concern has been Games 2 and 3. It kind of peters off in Game 2, and by Game 3, they get smashed. Now, Armeo's coming mid lane. Engage comes in from Saint. Palafox almost
wow, he
gets
lives?
the outplay.
Oh my goodness.
And maybe Palafox Summer is
the
back.
stones on that guy.
He absorbs the gank and
Saint
almost
didn't
gets a kill
flash.
Has to burn his flash, which will be likely punished later, but he was an auto away from killing.
Was that intentional
Saint
with the thumbnail with Sven from yesterday's VOD? I don't think I've ever
base,
said a thumbnail for a VOD in my life.
So he is technically back in
So
lane,
I'm going to say no.
It's a decent start to the lane for Palafox, who gets to build his Dark Seal.
Wait, that's a good point. Dardoch came back, but
there, so
when is Sneaky Meteos coming back?
Was that Palafox in Game 1
he last played 2020. I last played 2020.
Same level of performance. Yeah. Here, starting off by absorbing a gank, not too bad.
Well, the problem is they lost Game 1 this time as well. Like,
I nearly have a 50% win rate in ARAM Mayhem. Not that close. I'm probably minus 30, maybe minus 40. But in my defense,
I like that tech.
my team sucks, and I never end.
And now Dardoch's coming in.
What?
Doesn't actually go for it. The Glacial Path does get Saint out.
Yeah, Saint knew he had taken
if you
base, was really
if you switched all the losses where I could have ended, but I didn't,
slightly up in CS.
to wins, it would be like 95 to 100% win rate.
As well has gone resolve secondary on the Lissandra as well.
Dude, the meta that I'm seeing more and more in ARAM that I don't understand is the people that just run out mid in the beginning of the game and just like start dancing in front of the enemy turret.
It's going to make it harder for
and then they get upset if you hit them.
That's one of the strengths of Annie. If you have a super squishy lane opponent,
I'm sitting there like, didn't we queue up to play ARAM and kill each other? I feel like getting early bush control and like poking them under turret is a relevant part of the game, but people are just like handshaking to just jerk each other off and get mad at the first person who breaks the truce.
It's
like, what are we doing?
Ignar's going for these trades with the dredge line, and now Dardoch hovering bot side. It's only level 4 now.
What about you not ending the game? Is that going against the spirit of winning? And beating
I mean,
each other up?
it's like, it's to play the game more. Maybe people are close to finishing their builds. Maybe you can keep getting stronger.
Bit of a brute force gank.
I will end if their comp is cringe, but if it's actually a fun game, then usually I don't end right away. But if they pick Zillion or like Infro Conduit Brand or Fan the Hammer, Vayne or some shit, then yeah, I am ending as fast as possible.
There's already a ward on it.
If
Fan the
I
Hammer
can.
did.
Fan the Hammer, it's the most bullshit augment in the game. It's only really good on Vayne. It's basically, it gives you like Bel'Veth directions around you, and when you hit someone in that direction, it shoots out 5 extra bolts that apply on hits. It reduces effectiveness, but for some reason, Silver Bolts isn't reduced effectiveness. So you auto someone once on Vayne, and it procs Silver Bolts twice. And those directions have like an 8-second cooldown or something, and it does more damage the farther away they are from you. So it's like the augment doesn't make any sense, and it's just insanely good on Vayne.
The W stun will go out, but now Palafox
Seems like an oversight, yeah.
The team heal from Ignar almost keeps him up, but that's first blood to Armeo. Turn back from Saint, does get the kill. Dardoch onto Saint.
It's a fucking bloodbath.
Look for a double for himself. Lion trade up 2 for 1.
Hate to see it right there. That's a huge win for Lion.
Yeah, probably. I went back in the VOD.
Some great scaling on their side.
What's your thing?
Dardoch goes down. Palafox with the level 6 advantage at the start of the fight.
3, 4, 5.
Ends up
6. All right, we're good.
I think off the kill, it might have been off the wave pushing in as well. That allows them to turn it around and get 2.
I'm just going to call it as it is. This is disastrous. Like, when you have a level 6 Andy, you expect to win this.
You want to watch out. They know it's no heal as well. Palafox, I don't know if he didn't have the cooldowns to be able to get his stun Tibbers, but if you're comboing off the hook, you have to stun.
Let's go, Tibbers!
Just get the one shot. Instead, Isles is able to keep everyone alive throughout the fight, and the double going over Armeo is huge.
Yeah.
He almost reached the wall.
That's a tough one
for a flash
right
out.
There. At that point, just don't press the R if you don't have the stun ready to go. Not quite sure what was going through the head of the player, but meanwhile, top
this looks bad.
Thor's getting roamed down by a mid laner.
This looks real bad.
Or rather, Dokla's going
to Denethor is
I think he's fucking
what does he do? Does he try to ult in flash style play?
Have to try and survive this public execution onto Dokla. Senna ult comes in.
Oh, wait. He does outplay.
Lion do not
wow, I mean, there was a Senna ult, but...
and a few ults.
Yeah,
huh,
well
interesting.
FBI
That was cool.
Bailing him out a bit with the ultimate.
I was not expecting him to play it like that at all.
Palafox play. There's no excuses. He's
for sure awkward.
Full health and full mana with all cooldowns.
Wow.
When Ignar hosts.
How did that even work?
You have to stun.
I mean, I guess he got away from Saint. Dokla's Mega ran out, I guess.
Stun that Melio. Imagine a world where he does.
I think this, without the Senna ult, they probably would have just killed him anyway.
That's neither here
well
nor
played,
there.
though.
Currently, it's a 1.3 thousand gold lead for Lion, as the Dragon could be the
I would have for sure died if I was the Ambessa. Sent a bunch of pings toward my teammates.
Potential for the
Few on my mid, few on my jungler.
Yeah, and Saint got
Nautilus, honestly, he's not innocent either.
A little bit of context both sides, but it does mean good early game for Lion. They've avoided.
No one's innocent on Meteos' team.
In the bot lane, they're slowly growing their lead with Berserker and Isles. Dokla doing Dokla-nar things at this point, slowly accruing an advantage over Denethor and Bessa. And then Dardoch, a little bit behind the pace of the game, had done that early gank. Bot lane that was a little bit forced. That started the cascade of events of Raptors into counter Raptors, which led to the Palafox play that got them both killed.
Last time around, it was Dignitas getting first blood. Last time around, is Dignitas with the early gold lead. Game 2, though. Lion definitely come to live a little earlier, as Armeo will go for the grubs on spawn. Nobody's looking at that dragon yet, as Dardoch is also on the top half of the map, drops the ward down. Oh! Looks for the sneaky steal there onto the grubs, but I don't even think there's a contest. They just back off at this position. Berserker's rotating up towards the grubs. This will be 3 picked up by Lion, uncontested.
Yeah, they just have a lot of tempo right now. I mean, they're pushing in bot, they are pushing in top. They were first to base, so Berserker and Isles could both deploy out bot lane.
Lion might want more here, because FBI is still shown bot. Berserker and Isles roam all the way up top lane. They're staying out of vision. Armeo's clearing the brush.
Another dive. 5-man this time. Holy fuck.
Is this legal?
Is this good?
Goes in early. There's a cyclone used early as well, but Denethor's already out of there. Paranoid pop by Dardoch, but the second
oh my god, it is good. Holy fuck.
Just a triple kill.
What the hell?
Too little.
Triple kill for 0.
Get the kills, and they already get out of there.
Jesus.
Yeah, it seemed like it was good. Oh my god.
They knew they were greatly outnumbered. It's a beautiful dive.
Another GG, I fear.
Getting so much AoE off.
They are. I have TP if they dive, actually. It's like really bad dive for them.
Really bad dive.
Really bad dive for them.
Word on the street.
Up here.
Where's the TP?
Coming. Can we turn off the lights?
Huh? Palafox just walked.
I have TP if they dive. I didn't say I was going to use TP.
Ooh, it's tough. You're either letting him die.
They dove and I had TP. My statement was clear. I don't know why you guys did that.
They wanted the Nocturne ult a little bit earlier.
So Palafox
but I mean, he also had TP if they didn't die. His statement was very misleading. He had TP no matter what. It made it sound like he was going to use it if they dove.
Yeah, he did.
But he didn't die.
Early and is under the turret for the anti-stun. It's there, but otherwise, like,
or he didn't
TP.
Melio,
just popping down the breath of life and the cozy campfire on everyone. It's going to be hard to get enough AoE damage to kill someone.
It's a little weird because I understand why you wouldn't want to instantly slam it. You want to wait for them to actually commit to the dive before you TP.
So Dignitas not able to keep the top laner safe that time.
It feels pretty troll to say I'll TP and then just not. He was somewhat close, so it would have been a short TP.
Leads for everybody.
But definitely baited the hell out of them with that calm.
Picking up one of those kills down there. Doesn't even fall behind in CS, despite spending all that time top lane. FBI stayed bot and doesn't even get an advantage in the creep department.
Yeah, Team Ashguard Power Spike. Trinity Force done for the Wukong.
That's pretty fast.
Before the Nocturne is able
Why
to
even
get
speak if you're not going to
so
fucking do what you say?
Way off to the races. Pretty uncontestable Drake here.
Yeah. 100% kill participation. 2-0-3 Armeo. The hero that Lion really needed at this point in their season. Because I know that expectations were Lion were going to struggle. We're far beyond that narrative. They have not been struggling yet to drop a game. But just it shows how impressive Armeo is to be able to step in and still do it after all this time.
100% win rate. Maybe.
Oh, did he miss that cannon?
Well, maybe he just stays.
That's a BG.
Maybe. Haven't lost a single game.
Oh my goodness. Dokla just took top turret at 11-20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this game's falling out of control.
Chatter's saying that.
Fast. I mean,
why didn't Ambessa
you're hitting
ult?
the emergency button if you're Dignitas, because there's not many more options.
He would have had to perfectly buffer his ult on the Lissandra cast animation of her ult, and even then, I'm pretty sure it would not matter at all.
Can't quite get the angle as
There's
Isles
5-man dive on his
still
ass.
hovering nearby. Palafox was on
5
vision
hot
as
dudes.
he rotated down mid. No play for Dig.
I mean, there just aren't plays for Dig right now. Every lane is losing. There is only one player who doesn't have flash, and that's Isles, who's sitting under the turret. There are no plays right now for Dardoch to go for, or even for Palafox to go for. He doesn't even have his first completed item, so they're in a world of hurt.
Like it would go down.
Comes out, big damage onto FBI and Ignaris. Now
Oh,
Dardoch was
no.
in the brush, and everybody from
Dardoch! Oh, that is a 1 versus 4 ulti.
Flank, maybe finds the angle this time around as Armeo.
Oh, Palafox flashes in.
Spree. He just dives past everybody on Dignitas, says, I'll do it myself. Dignitas
It's a
has 3,
disaster.
try and chase Armeo out, but he is out of there. And Lion just get 2 for free.
Dude, I would fucking love to play Lissandra Wukong mid jungle.
Exceptionally well here with their lead.
To me, that's like
where
fucking
they want to play
peak.
through. They've crashed
The
top turret,
big go buttons.
down, Saint shifts
They're
down as
just
well.
they
not
do it
losing
all.
any minions
They
with these
scale
shifts.
like
They're making
Wukong,
easy
great
plays. They're not
scaler.
even having to
They're
burn
both
their
insane
teleports
team
there,
fighter, very
and
good
they're
catch,
still
hard to
making such
make
positive
plays
plays.
against.
Just look at. I'm just more impressed with the macro as well as.
I feel like you just have so many
being on the same
options,
page. Like,
and
no one's
it's
taking
so
turret
hard for the
damage
other
either.
team to
They go around.
play against.
Palafox roams down, Denethor teleports down.
The
They're
only
not
weakness
panicking,
is
they're
like
not calling for
maybe there
Dopa
could be a bad
to
match
fly,
where
and Dopa can
Lissandra's
just take over
getting
midway while this is happening.
shit on in
Yeah.
lane,
Yeah.
like
Saint
Victor or
just
something,
in and out of the fight
or
at low health. Goes
there
back
are
in
stronger
when he
early game
needs to.
junglers than
He's gotta
Wukong,
clap his run
but
over.
I don't know.
Yeah, Palafox thought he could maybe find the
Feels like a pretty
burst
hard
onto
punish.
Lissandra, but now Saint's
They just have
finding
so much
the
kill threat
burst
on you the whole time.
Palafox stacking up the passive, gets the stun. Does Saint really want it?
It
Backs
does
off
seem
at the end.
where it would be
Send.
dog shit.
Saint is now-
Liz just gets fucked.
Yeah, Saint solves a 3-1 and 4.
Yeah, I don't know
Silent
though.
for Palafox.
I'm
Feeder. 100% of his team's deaths.
I'm a
right
believer
there.
that
Oh,
Lissandra could be
you're
played
taking the
more.
other side.
It's the food poisoning.
I
Yeah.
don't think she's that bad, but
Hey, he's got a Rumble
we'll see.
only, you know,
Yeah.
struggling out there.
there's probably some matchups where she'd be like I don't think you'll play
Lane
Listen to
phase, he was playing
Orianna.
So on the edge, right? One auto attack away from dying, but he was up in CS the whole time. just
Orianna,
keeping his lead.
maybe Victor.
Now he's
Syndra's
got
probably
the
whatever.
Merc treads, so he's
Syndra's
just
probably
so
actually
hard to
good for
lock
this.
down and kill. Very slippery.
And if we're being honest,
Think
I
so?
know that we spent a lot of time talking against
I mean,
Dardoch.
Syndra's
Turned
really
the
weak
excitement
early game.
around
Like,
that.
she's
Game
terrible
one,
early.
We had some of that. We see Isles
And
here with some very impressive
You can
stats
ult
as
yourself
well.
if she's trying to kill you. You can just
Ranks
like
among
claw on
supports
top of
in
her.
summer.
First.
He's just there. He's alone.
With the jungler,
And,
anything's
this
possible.
Is, I would say,
Yeah.
kind of the reality check, Jet. Because we come in with all these narratives, this excitement, but then you remember this is the defending champions. Yes, they don't have their starting jungler, but they have 4/5 of the roster that went undefeated in the finals, a 3-0 sweep, and they are against the last place team in the current standings. And this is what it looks like when you see that disparity in placement.
Wow, that was a ton of damage.
They're not
I
taking
feel
the
like
turret till the very end right there. Now the turn back on the Ignar.
I thought he was about to just die right after I'm
any mercy
hyping up
in this
Lissandra.
game.
Lion is
But
an
nope.
elite world-class team. As
Top
you were
3
saying.
in the world.
They really are.
Palafox throws out Tibbers, and
Ooh!
Yep, Berserker's got
All
the
right.
damage.
FF.
And
Next
Palafox got
series.
no space on the map to be right now. Lion
Jesus
at 15 minutes
Christ.
have already taken top turret. They're going to now look at mid. Couple autos, that thing's going down.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, is it not the biggest mystery though of the world of how did Castle join Lion and go
It's
0-3?
not like
it's Hail Marys.
If they were just smarter,
Isn't that
about the
wild?
game, they could come back.
I feel like they just weren't as
It's a doomed
good
game
at the
state.
moment.
But they were winning
they're
every game
trying
with
to
Dopa.
find spots where maybe Lion
same
has made a
time.
mistake.
Feel like the
or
games didn't look
they
that
just don't have
convincing.
enough people there,
Is
and
that
they're trying
right?
to surprise them with numbers. But if they happen to have the numbers, which is
Like it
guess,
wasn't a
because
clear
since they're so
defined,
far
yeah,
ahead,
Lion's the
you
best.
don't have vision.
Yeah, it wasn't at the time.
Oh no.
Armeo,
They're just
100%
playing
win
and
rate.
like
Yeah,
they
same.
kind of won sometimes.
Inspired has the lowest win rate of any Lion player this year.
True.
That's actually shocking.
Yep.
Does
I mean, it
Lion
was-
need Inspired? Question for the
Did they
ages.
win split 1?
It is.
They did, right?
You know,
They did, but
you gotta wonder.
we were
Yeah, so-
questioning it.
Gotta wonder.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I mean, Saint said that they're chill with Adam right now. despite Raz mishearing the answer.
Just felt like everyone else fumbled. Lion was whatever.
It's going to be a second dragon over to Lion as they will keep stacking these up.
Even if that's the case,
at this point, when there's this
I'm not even saying it's Castle's fault because I remember watching the games. It did seem kind of unlucky, but the fact of the matter is that Castle, the guy who's claimed to be Elo held, right, joins the superstar lineup. Loses every game, and then Armeo comes in to replace Inspired, viewed as like the team captain,
if they can get on
and
to
no
flash available, he's self-frozen tombs, and now the teleports start coming in. Armeo
have they dropped a single game?
Ignar, and
I think they just understood the game more together after the 2 international tournaments and the whole second split as well. Just playing the game better together. Wow, it's a full fucking ace.
Lion pounce and get the ace.
It's a 17-minute ace. And an 11,000 gold lead.
All right, Dignitas.
He did.
So
you gave us hope for like 15 minutes.
1 kill for Armeo. That's it.
Well, I want to spend some time on Armeo here, since he is statistically
legit,
the most successful player in the LCS in 2026.
They had a good first game in the first 18 minutes or something.
As patient as possible with the Lissandra ultimate, and it still does the same.
It all went downhill.
As if you ult someone else, it just doesn't apply the CC. So when possible, I think self-ulting is just like incredible, and then Big Dogs with the 4-man ultimate, yada yada, they're great. Armeo, if Inspired comes back, I want to see if
FBI just refuses to play damage champs or something.
Because
I don't know.
is he just a good luck charm? Like, his lanes just always win. True. Lion's lanes are incredible, but is there something there where he can just be the vibes guy?
Jad is really crediting Armeo right now. I mean, he's playing fine. I'm not saying he's not, but like,
he's not even
come on, bro.
He just took the wall. He channeled Herald.
And that meant that Ignar missed the Q onto him. Now Dardak has to flash over the wall.
Is this first place team that got top 3 at MSI?
Yeah, they own it.
Only good because of Armeo?
Yep.
Dignitas has only had 1 plate.
I think he's been playing
Denethor's
fine,
about to get a plate bot lane.
Thank goodness they got a kill, because otherwise this would be perfect game territory. They didn't pick any of the grubs, no turrets, just that 1 kill to their name to prevent this game 2 from being a perfect game from Lion, which is incredibly hard to do in the current landscape of League of Legends competitive play. So it is. Dardak keeping them in
called him a good luck charm.
But yeah, this
game out on Team Dig, start playing some other shit
We're
while they
19
end.
minutes in with the 13,000 gold lead for Lion. They can't
Holy
even
fuck,
go
Saint
for the
bought a
barrel
Magi-Eyes.
at this point.
A natty
So it's a good
Magi-Eyes with no
time to remind
stacks.
you, check out that QR code on
That's
your screen. The
just
LCS
disrespect.
Championship is headed to Gas South Arena in the greater Atlanta area from October 3rd.
That's
4
just
tickets
smart.
are on sale now. In an earlier call out, we were saying something about the Olympics being there in '96.
He was the same with
and
TL
now
back in the day.
26.
All right.
Something just as prestigious.
Yep.
And
Let's look at his career
internationally viewed,
stats.
Yep.
That being the LCS Finals.
Before
Going to
we
be there.
start revising
30 years
history
later,
too
full
much.
circle.
Full circle.
All right, Dardak versus Armeo, full circle.
Full circle.
LCS at the arena, full circle. Boom.
Lifetime win rate 55, not bad, honestly.
Does have 100% of his team's kills.
Apparently, Inspired's giving birth right now.
Actually, he was 100% in game 1.
Really? Wow.
The silver linings.
Yep.
Couldn't even tell he was pregnant.
As Line will
Yeah, I mean, he hit it well.
Armeo's at what, 12 kill participation? Oh, Saints at 13.
I know Isles is at 100%. Helps have a
support.
Bunch of AoE
I know,
abilities.
if you just press W, you're just able to kind of get it at that point. But still deathless. So Saint went down 1 time. If we're accepting Berserker's going to have the most kills, does that mean Saint will also end with the most deaths? Or will somebody else match Saint at this point?
Ooh.
We're just getting into fun
pretty
prediction
hard for them to die this game. But if someone is
I don't think Armeo is bad at all. I think he's solid.
I feel like Armeo would probably
Just,
do
I don't.
Yeah, I was thinking that. He's building the GA soon.
I don't think
though.
you're able to get a huge read
But,
on
like,
his
Saint can just
skill level based on
exactly.
his
That's
LCS
hard.
games this split.
Berserker's got Emilio on top of him the entire time.
And he's Berserker.
He's got all the hugs in the
Oh,
world.
they're sending it on Dokes.
Given the situation, though.
Onto Dope.
Oh, he's hitting
Live.
me.
CC. He's still mini Gnar, so this
Get him.
should be a kill.
Oh,
FBI one more
and he's
auto
gone.
shut down to Dignitas. Now it's only a 12.4 thousand gold lead. Let's see if the rest of the squad can get out as Armeo is here with Lion in tow. Saints going for a flank onto Lissandra. Can he get the glacial path over the wall? He's going to take it. No, does not take it, as that would have been straight into a stun from Palafox. So Lion will just lose their top laner.
They will. Gas South in Atlanta. Atlanta on the receiving end of one of the greatest comebacks of all time, 28-3. Maybe we have another moment here in this Dignitas game.
Well,
does this feel 28-3? I feel like it kind of does.
I feel like we're in Los Angeles, not Atlanta right now. But as
Saint?
I say it, this is a second.
Is this the Lion throw?
From Lion getting picked off in the top lane. Just back
He's about to lose
back.
his Magi's.
He still has that self-ult, and he's still just going to take one with him on a rampage. Sets up the rest
wow,
of
that
the
took
team.
forever to die.
Lived, I would have freaked out.
I
Ios put his healing campfire on himself. Why is it not on Saint?
28-3 has turned 14.
He needed the campfire, bro. Auto range.
It's in fact not closer. Is how it feels.
Yeah.
They might just end off this one.
Yeah, 22 minutes into the game, 18-3 on the scoreboard.
Actually, one thing I don't like about lists, I don't like how you have to, like, the meta builds maxing W second. I feel like maxing E second feels so much nicer.
Decimated
like for the wave clear
Dignitas.
and
This is what it looks
moving
like
around, but
when a first place team wins a game of League of Legends. GG 2-0 Lion.
Did he just say
Armeo
W?
still undefeated in the LCS. Lion
You're a bot, buddy.
spoil Dardoch's return to the LCS. The Lee Sin game from Dardoch looked great at the start. This game, Dignitas just had nowhere to play. It started bad and it got much worse. But Lion is the team that is just cruising here.
If it was legal to not field a fifth player, do you think Lion could win without a jungler? No fucking shot,
with their consensus,
honestly.
like, best player in the league, and they're still 6-0.
Zero
incredible job so far from Lion. And it's looking like Azael's getting set up with Armeo for an interview. We're going to be tossing that as soon as they are ready. Now, maybe this is the last that we've seen from Armeo.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe against like a tier 2 team or something.
Coming back after around 3 weeks, but now we get to hear from the man who stepped up and continued the win streak for
like
Lion.
a tier 3 team.
To Azael.
No.
Thank you very much. Here with Armeo, right after your victory.
You never be able to win unless they're just trolling and killing themselves.
Is this the end of Armeo with Lion? I know Inspired said 2 or 3 weeks. Is this the last we're going to get to see you?
I'm not sure, but hopefully Inspired is back because, you know, even though I've been winning, he's a stronger player. So, you know, I'm just getting carried.
Oh my!
But,
respect.
I mean, it's been cool to win, of course. But yeah, I think he's back soon, and just see what happens.
All right, cool. Well, how was
Jesus
it for you?
Christ.
Hopefully he's back. He's a better player. I'm getting carried. No, he's keeping it real though.
When Dardoch first
he's actually keeping it
real. He
real.
was the second youngest player in the league. You were the youngest player, right?
Mad respect.
This was a long time ago, and now you guys are kind of getting to have this full circle moment where you're getting to play against someone who was around right when you started your LCS career as well.
Yeah, actually, my first game I subbed for Echo Fox. I was still in high school actually at the time, and it was against Dardoch. And we were winning the whole game, and then we lost. Fortunately, this happened again, except we won. I just, you know, this is potentially my last game, so it's kind of interesting that worked out that way. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see him back. Because,
full circle. This time Dardoch was winning and then he lost.
You know, I'm done with League competitive, other than the subbing. So
I'm
it's a little
done with
but
League
yeah, it's just
competitive.
cool that he made it back.
Well, I just got word that you won player of the game, so I don't think you're just getting carried. I think you're not.
Wait, what was he doing before this sub?
You're playing well. You say
chilling, bro.
Does this, you know, reignite
Just
your kind of like
chilling.
competitive fire at all? Like, is getting to play and doing well and being like, hey, this is pretty fun. Hey, I could do this. Like, does that change your mindset at all, or are you pretty set on nope? I've had my time. I'm ready for something else.
Yeah, it does not change my mindset at all. I'm totally done, to be honest.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ!
No, I have zero interest in playing. Like, I'm just doing school. That's the focus. But it's summer and it was my first year, so had some free time.
Holy
I think he's in school. I heard that he's in
it's a cool
school.
story, at least. You played very well. Congratulations.
No, he kept it
Armeo.
real
Thank
as
you very much for
fuck.
the interview.
Respect for that.
Back to
He
everyone.
should come back now. He said all the right shit. I'm convinced.
Dude, you just get the fat paycheck for fun. Goddamn.
Return.
Don't
So
give a
what was
fuck.
it like to come back?
You think they're
and,
paying him for
and
this?
Play on stage.
Oh, probably
I mean, it was
not.
a lot
You're
of
right.
fun.
Dude, pay him an
Obviously,
exposure.
I was a big fan of Lion as a spectator, obviously, for the last few splits.
Yeah.
Like they're interviewing Dardoch.
It's an honor to play versus them after their
This
M
mic
side
sounds
finish,
weird.
obviously, and it's a big skill change in terms of my opponents, obviously. So it was a lot to take in, but proud of the game one performance at least that we showed.
Is that Viego's sword on his
What was
arm?
the process like coming in on like what felt like last second? You talked about going through trials and everything, but what was the process like coming into LA and going through scrims?
Yeah, they pretty much made the decision after their match.
I thought he had long hair
against
now.
C9, and they told me like we're gonna.
That
book the
picture
flight for
showed
the
that.
next day. And I was like, all right, awesome. But I was kind of on the edge of my seat. I didn't really know where it was going to go. Obviously, after they beat C9 game one, I got a little nervous.
Yeah.
Might not get the spot, but it all worked out.
Going from these games today, you said obviously you were happy with, or
You didn't get the win, but game 1, you had a pretty strong performance.
It's actually so funny that that's the thing. It's like if they just happen to win the LCS game that weekend, the org might fully change their mind.
It's a quick turnaround to try to make the playoff push, but also you already said
I'm pretty sure that's what happened
did go pretty
when I got
well
traded to FlyQuest that one time. Like they were gonna replace Santorin with me, but then they won that weekend, so they were like, "Ooh, we can't anymore. Sorry, you can go Academy."
Unfortunately, we probably see the defeat screen more often than not, but we make some competitive plays, and we obviously can match the other teams in certain areas. So for us, it's mostly focusing on cohesion. There's a lot of moments in the game where we are just not agreeing with each other about what the plan actually is. So there's a lot of back and forth, and then obviously against really good teams. And
the breaking point.
The game just happens so fast.
The cracks are starting to show.
15 to 20 seconds of conversation, not agreeing, rather than making a plan. Then enemy team's already made their plan. They're already sitting in position, doing something. You know.
My question
I mean, he's kind of right, though.
The journey been in
he's kind of right on that.
You've been playing with like a lot of friends, like I'm assuming with like you're playing support for Chad and Will who are jungling, and then you were on CCG.
That's
and
me.
A lot of those players speak so highly of you, specifically like you coached when you were on IMT and all that, so they talk about how you looked over their perspective and helped them out individually, and you were very vocal in reviews. So, like,
I don't think Sneaky even knows Will is my name. I don't think he's ever called me Will once in his life.
Coaching definitely changed my perspective a lot.
I have not.
On IMT, I had the
but I know it's your name. And Billy.
Yeah. And we had a
only
really,
my mom
really
could say that one.
When I was the assistant coach of the LCS team. So that kind of sparked that was the first time I had a feeling where of like, oh, I could actually like nurture this talent and it's fulfilling in a certain way. So that kind of made me want to get back into tier 2 and have a different kind of like optimistic view of, you know, maybe I don't go to tier 1, maybe I don't promote through the pipeline of tier 2 like promotion spot, but maybe I can help somebody else get to LCS. So yeah.
Nice.
I feel like a lot of people know of you or have an idea of you just from when you were much younger. So if you could kind of go back and tell your younger self anything as he's entering LCS, what would it be?
Just keep your head on straight and focus on yourself. At the end of the day, I was a very good individual player once I entered the league, and
my teammates were not.
As a human outside of the game to kind of scale that into being the player that I envisioned myself as. So, yeah, here's to a second chance.
Relatable.
Especially after your interview
I was
that you
really
had
fucking good. My teammates.
About the reflections that you never thought it was about your individual skill, and like even watching your games throughout.
I envisioned myself as
like
God,
one of the best
and I lived up to it.
Sure. So then coming back, you wanted to be able to like prove
I am him.
Wait, he's chewing gum during the interview?
You did that in the first 2 games.
Holy shit.
Game 1 was.
Maybe not the second, but game 1, obviously, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I am against a player not in the league.
I feel weird even just chewing gum when I have my webcam on.
Great player, historically speaking. He's obviously more than tier 1 level.
Why?
Over the years,
What do you mean weird?
He's obviously been far away from his space as well. So
Say weird.
It's a good
How's it not?
series for me, at least from the jungle matchup perspective. But I think, yeah, I'm very confident I'm still a tier 1 level player.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Well, I think you proved it today, especially again after
Chewing
game 1
gum is
performance.
weird.
Thank you
Word
so
on the
much for
street.
taking the time to catch up with us and do all these interviews today in your glorious return. We are going to go to a quick break, and on the other side, Team Liquid Alienware will be taking on FlyQuest.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day.
What's up, chat?
It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab.
All right, am I cooked on that one? Is it not weird to just be chewing gum? Like in an interview or like when you're on camera and shit? Like it's one thing if you're like a fucking outfielder in baseball or some shit, but like especially when you're talking, I don't know, does it just like it adds like a smackiness to the way you talk.
Mama Gorgon 85 lives here? Yep, that's my mom. The absolute legend who went from gaming on her phone.
It's like having someone watch you eat exactly, dude.
Slayer with no mercy for
Like I'm not a fucking mukbang streamer, dude.
Hey guys.
I'm gonna eat that shit in private.
Apples with peanut butter?
I want people like clipping and like fucking
and home internet.
giving their opinion on the way I'm eating. It's just like
AT&T wireless and home internet now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice in real life.
But I hate watching people eat on stream. Like I actually will switch streams if somebody's eating, especially if they're smacking their lips. Like good God, I don't know if it's just because the way I raised, but like my parents would beat the fuck out of me if I ever smacked my lips while eating. So I just don't do it. But then there's some people who will just like, it's a cultural thing, right? But they'll eat noodles and they'll slurp the fuck out of it, and I'm just sitting there like, it actually drives me insane. Like, truly insane. I cannot.
You should have. Go flash. Okay, prime. Mega.
No flash on any. No flash on any.
I'm flanking, guys.
Okay.
I'm flanking.
I have ult for any.
I'm okay.
In some cultures, yeah, I have heard that. I've heard that.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, guys.
What a Gnar ultimate from Big Dogs! It's a slaughter in the bot lane. Lion pound.
It's like some cultures don't sleep with their shoes on and stuff. It's like, you know, it's how they do it. Yo, R. Farley, dude, thanks for the 67 months. You let the number speak for itself. Got him. Let's remember the good times where Dardoch was 1-0-6 on Lee Sin, going completely insane, doing Lee Sin Q shockwave combos and micromanaging his teammates' engages. Remember the good times. Plays next. I think it's FlyQuest and Liquid.
Welcome back to our final series of the week. FlyQuest versus Team Liquid Alienware.
Really?
We're gonna have Isles as a guest caster once we get to the games as well. Player of the game
sounds like the worst
was
utensil for
Armeo.
it.
Yeah.
And if this ends up being his last LCS
I literally don't even know
game,
how I would do that.
then
That would piss me
it
off
was a
for
fun
sure.
ride.
True.
Yeah.
It was a fun ride. But
Yeah.
we
I would just start using my hands, I think.
Coming up soon. Armeo, you know, crushed that game. Lion in general crushed that game.
Yeah.
I see you with the Saint pick, Raz.
Look, I was actually.
I like it was close.
Team Lissandra,
I
nice.
love the
I love that
Lissandra.
shit.
Yeah.
I trolled my
I had it a
producer. I
couple
went
days
from
ago.
Isles to Armeo to Saint. So
Yeah.
I just went all over the place.
Saint Armeo both getting the most.
But he has won
Okay,
every
I mean,
single
but-
game
but
he's played
and
in
a
the LCS
fork.
in 2026.
And
No
a
one else can
fork.
say that.
Key
That's a
thing
big
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use it with a fork.
Yeah, on to today.
Only
oh
a spoon?
Apparently, the goal to 20
What are
was
you
plus
doing with, like,
13,000
you can't pick that shit up.
in that
It's
game,
all
which is
it's
the
all
fifth
sliding off
highest
the
in
spoon.
LCS history. But as you
You
saw
can't twirl
earlier,
it on the spoon. It
Miles
just
is
it
there
won't
with
stick.
the casters to get us into this next game.
Yeah.
Team Liquid versus FlyQuest. Take it away, guys.
All right, thank you
can't guess
very
well.
much,
I don't-
Lounge,
I mean,
and we are ready
unless
to
you
go,
have
and
some, like,
indeed, we do have
really
a
fucking
special
chunky,
guest caster
like,
here with
spaghetti or
me, Captain
something.
Flowers and Azael for this first game. We
no
got
spaghetti I've
Isles
eaten would be eatable
showing up
with a
from the
spoon
victorious
in any kind of
line
realistic
from the
fashion.
previous series.
Takes about 2
Isles, you
hours.
have informed
Okay,
us
okay.
this is your
There,
first time
yes,
ever
thank
on
you
the
for that.
casting desk. Welcome, my friend.
Thanks for having me. I think it's gonna be super exciting this match. I mean,
Wow.
this is
his Australian accent's really
two
good.
most interesting games besides mine, of course.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
of
I mean,
course.
the stage doesn't have me, of course. So it
Are
comes
you
best, but-
familiar with the
Nah,
the
dude,
dog
I want to
series?
move to Australia to get an
dog
Australian
series.
accent. That shit is
You're
so
familiar?
OP.
Okay,
I've
so
seen
you're-
We Are in the Big Dogs.
Everything-
You are big dogs.
You can say anything
the other
with an
big dog,
Australian
we've got the
accent. It
medium
just
big
sounds
dog
good.
also.
Well,
Yes.
but we need to know where is. Do you agree with my big dog tier list that I had on
Nar.
Thing? Is it just you and
I
TL
saw
and the
some
big dog
fucking
tier? Should FlyQuest
thing on
be up
Twitter
there?
about
Give
that
me
the
your
other
tier
day.
list breakdown.
I
So
mean,
it's
I
like-
think
Why do they say that Australians say Gnar? Like nobody I know says that, and then someone
finals, last split,
like, a breakdown of like people going through the actual accent, like slowing down what they're saying and like what they're actually saying.
With the Wolves.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I like that.
But we've yet to see our form with Inspired.
Get eaten by a giant snake.
We've got a good showing so far,
true.
but I do think.
No, actually, it's the giant spider, so I would not fuck with.
Team visually, from my perspective, I do think they
like,
carried a bit of that.
I really don't like spiders.
There, and I think.
I wouldn't say I'm arachnophobic. I don't.
Fly? Where do you put them?
I don't like panic when I see them.
Similar tier to TL,
they're just so fucking unpleasant, man.
I just think that Fly really.
If I just open my bedroom and I saw like
the way to just
a
take
big
their foot
fucking
off the gas.
spider on the wall,
I think it's a criticism they've received
I would move.
a ton.
I would just be gone.
But it just seems like at some point in their game, there's so much volatility. They're so good in early game and they're so good hands-wise, but
so what?
At some point in the game, when it just becomes a little bit slower,
I mean,
harnessing
the power of a spider is cool in a game.
Someone to just
doesn't mean I want in my fucking house.
Not fight this.
I play Renekton and I don't want a crocodile in my house.
The nature of how they play, there's just always a chance to throw a game.
They need the dad in the room. They need Inspired. You know, tell them, hey, don't go there.
We have a Jhin and GG's.
They're super exciting.
GG's, guys.
Because of how volatile they play, they can beat any team.
Like,
just like everyone always says, they can lose to any team as well.
I must be wrong about
let's go ahead and see
I
how
refuse
this
to
one's
believe
gonna
that
shake out
every
in
pro
the
player's
draft. We've
picking this
got
shit,
Shyvana
and it's
banned
just
first
completely
here
horrible.
by Team Liquid, respecting the
But
fact
from
that
what we've
Griffin
seen
might go for that
recently, it kind of
unorthodox
seems that
jungle
way.
pick. We've also got the Cassio and Jace banned
I'm
out.
so
FlyQuest
curious
getting
why
rid
they're picking
of
this shit.
multiple junglers targeting Jose
It did have a
Diodo
decent winner in
due to the
LCK.
lead.
Maybe I gotta watch some Jhin
and
in
the
LCK.
Nocturne. Ezreal is the first pick for TL. We've been seeing that a lot more recently.
Masu's
They're going to
Jhin
have
is
Karma
good.
and Rise beside
It's
it.
not though, dude. His winner on
fast
Jhin
to
is
lock in their own bottom lanes here with the
fact check.
Jhin and the Bard. Now, Isles, how do you feel about Ezreal Karma versus Jhin Bard?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that this is the draft that FlyQuest opted into.
He's 2-5 on Jhin this year.
Trying to pick winning lanes. I think that's what their bot lane kind of.
How about career total?
On when they have that advantage.
Career total,
from ahead, and
56%. It's whatever.
More neutralizing game. I think his impact is just not as felt as much, and I think he's one of their strongest players. But I do think this is cookie cutter TL. I think this is what they should play to. I think. This
they're playing
what
Rise.
Most success with Quid on Rise has been fantastic. It's not an easy champ to execute, but I think especially last split he was great on this champ, and I think. Yeah, this is their
TL's comp
Which
looking a little
would you rather
sketchy,
play
but
in a game
FlyQuest
like
comp
this?
has a Jhin.
Obviously, you know, the meta is pretty roam heavy. You know, Ezreal Karma very lane dominant, but Bard kind of has a better time getting out on the map.
Why not Ashe over Jhin?
Plays. You know, which side?
I don't know, man. Ashe at least fucking map hacks their jungler all
Honestly,
game.
There's
value there.
I'm not sure if.
Who am I rooting for?
Usually, I think this matchup is seen more often with Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn Bard is an easier matchup once you hit level 6.
Maybe
it's a bit more
Fly
clear
slightly,
what
just
your
in the
win con
sense that I think their games are a little bit more spicy, fun.
If you get hit by it, you're trapped in the dead. But
I don't
I'm
really
not
care.
sure if they're gonna have
I just
want
to see teams play well
in the laning phase, and they're gonna be able to.
I just want to see good League of Legends, genuinely.
Griffin picks up in the 4-5, but I think it's easier for Ezreal Karma.
Feels like TL with the Vayne ban. I'm normally thinking about Gnar or
You don't
Renekton,
see Griffin being that guy. He never seems locked in on stream.
So,
Since he cares more about being an influencer.
Blind
so what, dude?
Morgan.
That's good. He has personality.
Feels like that Jose is
that's a plus for me.
Quite a bit. How do you feel about Jose and how he's been
do you open to other pro players'
Jose's
streams who have like
definitely
20 viewers and they're
gonna
just
stand
sitting
up
there
there.
not saying a word, staring at their screen and be like, yo, he might be the one. This guy's locked in as fuck.
Player that he turned
No,
out
bro.
to be.
I just don't care about them.
TL has done a great job facilitating him. I think everyone thought that Quid and Yon would just be these two massive stars, but I think honestly, Jose Diodo really has stepped into the limelight in that sense, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yo, his muscles are kind of big. I think he's spending too much time in the gym, not enough on the
baby
We're completely out of this world. We see it banned against him all the time.
Every single
Obviously,
game
5
we're
jungle
picking
bans. That's just
Jhin.
crazy stuff. They have got to keep this guy under control. But we do have the Zen, the Skarner, the Vayne,
Nothing
and the
but
Trundle
Jhin.
banned out here in this
Sneaky my
second
chat
half.
saying
Back
they
over to
hate
FlyQuest
seeing
to
fit
see
pro
what they
players
want
because
to
it
draft.
means
And
they
with
don't
all
care
of
about the
those
game
junglers
enough.
off the table,
They're
it will
spending
be
too
a
much time in the gym.
Pantheon
How do you
angle
feel
here
about
for
this?
I
As someone who's
play
never stepped foot in a gym your whole
There's
life.
like 5 jungle bans.
Do you
and you
agree?
realize, okay, well, you could still play like Wukong.
There's a lot of
Hold up.
champs.
How did this turn into an attack on me?
You can't actually
What?
ban someone out in game.
No,
one.
I'm looking to your expertise as somebody who's like
I would just expect the Wukong here.
just kind of like, you
some
know,
sort of AD carry jungler.
a couch enjoyer, like a McDonald's couch in the sedentary lifestyle enjoyer.
Could be tough too.
Yeah,
I don't feel comfortable anymore. Getting a little.
Honestly, if they go Sejuani,
okay, I'm projecting. I'm talking about myself. Fuck.
We saw this Sejuani.
You got me.
Which I know inspired
Truth comes out. Motherfucker. Can't get anything that sneaky.
As well in lane, I think, as people maybe thought it was gonna, but you guys won that game.
It is the Wukong, yeah. I think this is what most junglers would opt into. I do think this is actually something.
There's just like mountains of McDonald's bags around my room. If I panned my camera, it would just. I would never be able
to see.
Fucking show my face again.
You know, how
TL really going all in on the I don't want any fucking CC no matter what on my comp.
Try and kill the people inside lane, because if you come to a straight
just slam a Master E FlyQuest. Actually, just slam a Master E here.
Top to me is always a little
bit EW combo from Rise.
Actually,
obviously a
fucking Bel'Veth, dude.
Jax, I always feel
Bel'Veth and no CC.
I think you guys had it actually in your series.
Every single Bel'Veth game I play in solo queue comes down to like having to fight over Soul. But she usually spikes by then, so you just
now that
win.
we've seen the full drafts, you know, which side do
and
you prefer?
If one thing goes right for Bel'Veth, you kind of just win.
I mean, honestly, it's super hard to just understand Olaf in every single game. I think Olaf is
not
a champion that's so
squishy
new
still? Like,
to
she can't
drafting
just
in
die?
general, like a few weeks ago.
She can, but
top pick, but now
her ulti gives her a lot more health now, especially after 16. You get like 600, 700. Fuck, not even intentional. Like 600 or 700. Dude, nah, I hate that meme actually. It's like such a stupid meme. But like actually that much health.
Running that bot dive, but the game will probably just be determined around the crash.
Nah,
which it usually
I'm
is.
tilted now. I don't want to play.
Which team are you slotting?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Are you the car?
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.
I think assuming top doesn't blow up, I think I would
man.
try to be calm at this game.
Okay, so what is the job then you see for Core JJ, and what is kind of the job for Cryogen in this game to be successful?
It's very simple for Karma, I think, and that's why.
Once her E's maxed, it's also lower cooldown, more DR, more lifesteal.
I think once you buy Meteos for Ezreal, he will be.
But she can just get one shot instantly. You cannot start fights this Bel'Veth. I forget that shit all the time when I'm playing her. I tell myself, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna go in. I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm like, ooh, but what about this QW angle on this dude? I could catch him out.
Name of the game here.
And then I do it, and they blow everything on me, and then I press E, and then I get out with 1 HP.
Especially when I'm the one playing top lane.
Yeah, and obviously that's on the inverse side, that's gonna be Cryo.
It's kind of the same Viego playstyle, which I have a lot of trouble playing shit like this because I just get impatient. I fucking hate relying on other people to engage. Because I just see the angle, I see the vision. I can see it in my opponent's eyes when they're overstepping, and I need to punish it.
Both of them opting for the combat summoner spells. This is telling me supports and junglers need to pay a visit up here.
Yeah.
What if I told you the only way to get over that is by playing a different game?
Double combat sums becomes really, really important, but at the same time, Olaf without Ghost, when you look later on into the game, I do feel like
what the fuck is that noise, man?
But when it's
I mean, I could just play AD or some shit or mages more, and no, I'd probably have to be AD carry. I could just spend a lot of time playing AD carry.
So if you could force that without dying, trade summoners, and then re-all in. And that's
a different game, not even roll.
I know, but like, I think it would be a similar thing. Where it's to try to. I think playing AD would be more valuable than playing a different game.
If Gekros is opted for the Cosmic Insight, I'm not sure.
This is just to like try to get out of the mindset, but I don't know. I see it more as a strength than a weakness. Like obviously doing it at the wrong time is bad, but I feel like it's harder to be able to find good engage angles and capitalize on them than just sit back and let your teammates do everything, clean up. There's no glory in that. Anyone can do that. I gotta get my hands dirty. I gotta get the fuck in there. Bait out their spells, get them to try to over-engage.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, I guess, what
overcommit to me.
The plan is here from Griffin. I guess he'll just be taking the top grab and basing. It looks like the game will be fairly quiet.
You look like a guy who could use about 1,000 hours in Dota.
Here we go again.
Seems like not much is happening first round.
I mean, it would make me not want to engage because I knew it. Like, my character would not be able to turn around fast enough to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. You go in and then you're just sitting there, slowly turning your neck.
No, I think there's legit some value in like playing others.
Do you really need other people to play Dota with, dude? I'll play Dota with you if you really need. Like, if you need this for your mental health, I'll play a game. I'll suffer through it. You just have to ask.
And the question on a lot of people's minds right now
is play anything, dude.
back in peak form.
We could play any friend slot game out there.
Big walk?
It would help.
Big walk?
Yep. Let's start walking.
You think big
Oh!
walk would help?
Oh!
What?
Holy fuck!
Holy shit! You think if he spent a little less time in the gym, he would have hit that flash Q? Wow, that is... Whew. That is bad. That is real bad. That is a crazy mistake. I mean, it happens, but fuck, the actual outcome goes from getting a kill to just fucking dying. Wait. Oh, bro, but like, you shouldn't have the angle.
This is just zero comms whatsoever. I mean, Morgan has absolutely.
I actually don't know.
Not a free win,
is Pantheon
yet,
Q? Because there's literally different types of ability, like ways you flash with your ability in League. You either aim it, like it either keeps the same direction from you, or it keeps the same endpoint. And so I don't know which one Pantheon Q is.
Oh boy, and now Quid goes down into the bottom lane.
So like that actually is really relevant for how you aim it when you do the Q flash.
The Rune Prison locks Cryo up, and Quid grabs another kill. Now it's both of the solo laners for TL on the board.
Yeah, they're really running away with this one. I think this was a really nice proactive move by Quid. It's not always easy to make.
I remember that was one of the first things I asked Freak about when I started working at Riot. I was like, yo, so for like these abilities, what causes them to behave differently like this? Is there some kind of thing? And he's like, no, it's just literally purely like random.
I feel like sometimes Core gets the benefit of.
It's just like, yeah, the way the ability was made.
And sometimes he's getting both.
Yeah, they just
no rhyme or reason to it.
Just
some of them do and some of them don't. It's like, oh, okay.
And maybe someone's getting snubbed, but it's kind of easy to.
That's literally the most logical answer too.
But then at MSI, I felt like he was smurfing at MSI.
He said arbitrary is the word he used.
And seems to be playing some of the best League he has in years. So kind of how do you see his current form now?
I think Core, even at MSI and even sometimes whether it be Scrims or LCS, whatever it might be, I think he's had
it's a knowledge check thing though.
I think typically he opts in playing some of these.
You just go in the practice tool, figure out how it works.
This like rel into Bard type thing. I think he's had a lot of favor on, and he played that at MSI, and I think
a champ only has 4 abilities. Is it really so much to remember?
Good enough, I think, and him and Yon as a duo are good enough. In obviously this weekend.
I think Kiana Q was one that like keeps the endpoint, not the direction, and that was fucking me up when I was trying to learn her.
I prefer him when he's playing these winning matchups or these even melee matchups, and I think that's where he really shines. And I don't know if I would say he's
just free. Dude, this pisses me off when top laners do this. They just tank the wave.
His strengths are. I don't think he's been able to shine.
They just freeze.
Necessarily in the way that he has in the
yeah, but like they just let all the minions hit them, and then the next wave's awkwardly in front of their turret.
I don't think they're stomping every team by any means at all through bot lane. So I wouldn't say. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say he's in peak form, but he's definitely playing well and doing his job more than well enough.
Okay, so back
he's doing his job. My God.
Might be in some serious trouble here. Does get hit with the
Fuck.
undertow.
Wait, is he just
dead? Okay.
What a weird way to get killed. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gakko, if I'm Gakkos, I'm like, where is my team, bro?
Just getting ran at by their mid laner in your jungle, like what?
That's what I'm saying.
And mid dies is what the fuck is happening?
What is happening? That's a great question.
I just running around.
Huh? He's 3-0.
He's ganking more than the jungler.
He goes bot, gets
Legit.
an easy kill there, goes top, kills off Gakko.
Jose's literally
Jose's his good luck charm, I heard.
Kill there too. He's on a tier. Like he doesn't even started
what
building
the
anything yet.
fuck is
this? A pretty big overextension from Quad. It feels like he wasn't.
Wow.
At all.
Yeah,
bro, that's actually such a fucking diabolical way to get killed.
The world tour on the map, he's just killing every lane.
I think it's kind of hard to blame Quad for that. I'm gonna be honest. Karma's just coming up, being annoying, freezing the lane, so you're like, I want to unfreeze it. She starts to tether on you, and then fucking Rise ults in, and you get Ezreal ulted at the same time, like while you're rooted. She probably could have just flashed away.
It's a bit tough for Gakkos too, because
giving the
root completely fine for him,
is
and I
absurd
feel like
though, is it not?
Jack scales really well.
The W for Karma.
I mean, most of the time that's whatever. If there's not a fucking Rise ulting on you and an Ezreal ult coming in.
Okay, but like, is it not expected Rise is going to be coming back?
Then he gets
Considering you just killed your top laner in your jungle.
Yeah, I mean, you might not know exactly when, though. I'm not saying he couldn't have played around it, but it's a pretty freaky way to get killed. So I think also if he didn't get hit by Ezreal, he's fine, even with Ryze coming back.
What are you looking at?
Could probably flash out.
To come back, and what are you telling your team right now?
I think it would look weird as hell if he just flashed the Karma route there.
Well, no, I didn't mean flash. I meant like be out of range of the W.
Once Ryze picks up these mercs
I don't know.
Situation, he's 3-0. He's already got a
She just like
and a
speed
Dark
herself
Seal.
up at you.
He's just so hard to
I didn't see how it started. Maybe he.
Billy just pushed the wave and disappear, given your team's dead.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have the
he didn't want Karma to
luxury.
freeze it.
Good thing also about picking this.
Yeah, I think you have to let him.
When you pick champions that are so strong, like Wukong, like this, when he meets
Given the death of your top lane,
and it's going to be really hard
and your jungler's nowhere near.
Without like a bard portal or something.
I think you could, but at the same time, I don't know.
If you're gonna have this situation,
To some degree, that kind of feels like you're being scared of a ghost. 'Cause then it's like you're not forcing Ryze to use his ult. You're letting Ryze get a full wave.
CoreJJ looking to soak the shots here for Yawn. FlyQuest committing multiple men here to this maneuver as Yawn and Core still alive for now, but it's a 2v4.
Ooh, big Cinder stun.
Coming in to try to reinforce. CoreJJ putting the tether onto Masu. Up and buy a little bit more time. Flash away. Deadly
Quid is here again, going in for a literal 1v4.
Still making his way down towards the remaining 4 here on FlyQuest. It is only the 1 kill Fly have got so far. CoreJJ with another
Ryze is full build already.
But because
Our landing
Jose
ever
were so far
in
away,
these games.
DL hasn't found anything
What?
back. Jose Dioto still looking for a little bit more.
Jin
Morgan
W.
versus Gak goes up here on the top side. Morgan with a flash forward and lightning strikes. Gak goes. It's a true
Dude, it's so depressing for Gakkos. This is actually such a torturous top lane game. I feel you, bro. You go for the ignite, counter pick your jungler, fumbles the gank, gives him a free kill. Guys perma-freezing at 1 HP, their fucking mid kills you by flashing on you. He's a true victim here.
He is, though.
I mean,
and that solo kill,
actually,
obviously, it was straight up solo, but also that's the missing flash that Gakkos lost, when Quid roamed up top. He was still down that flash, and that allowed Morgan, even with the sidestep on the axe, to flash in and finish him off. So that was nicely done. I'm kind of shocked Core lived,
I think you just full
when they
def
had
and
the
start
Magic
FFing
Corral
at this
under
point
there,
if you're
and
Jax.
in the 4v2, I thought they were going to be able to at least get both
With
of
the
the
side
you
of
said
rage
he's-
push.
Yeah, I think this was actually
You
a
shouldn't
really
do that
good
in
play
pro.
from FlyQuest. Obviously, when
Yeah, that's
the
true,
enemy
not pro.
and they have this really strong
That's your
top
quote.
side that it's going to be hard to fight.
That's
into.
true.
You're going to want to try and find that trade angle. But I'm honestly a bit surprised.
I can
that
think you shouldn't do
Sigma
something, but then
like
also
this.
still do it
I'm not
myself,
sure
though.
if He was just scared for some reason.
Those
about
aren't mutually
trying to defend
exclusive.
the ult if he tried to like cover bot. But letting
I'm only
Syndra
human.
Get this free move all the way down to bot.
You
without even
shouldn't
using
rob a
teleport
bank.
And getting behind your bot lane seems
But
like
bills are due, man.
went wrong. I do think that Yon and Core,
I needed
I'm not
some
sure if they
money.
could have done something better to clear the
You
bot
never
wave,
see
but
those
just
movies?
make
It's
it
like,
safe on
I
the
need to pay
at
for
the
my
team is not really
child's
good,
fucking
but
$1 billion
this is a really obvious weak side timer, and I think honestly
life-saving
this is
surgery.
Kind of a big win for FlyQuest. What ended up happening?
$1 billion, huh?
Dude, it's a movie trope.
About the play on quad, but the FlyQuest mid laner
I'm not saying I would do it. Sneaky would loan me one of his billions if my child needed it. I know Sneaky got me.
Flashing away from the curtain call shots, trying to escape here, but does get caught in the tempered fate. Jose.
Oh, Jose, and that's a lot of CC.
But no, it's
Okay.
FlyQuest. This time they find their man, and the timer is
TL's
so important.
entire
It's
team
right
comp
as the
combined
dragon
could
is
not do a
available,
CC
and
chain that
FlyQuest
long.
have control over the bot side river with the enemy
You think there's any money, like physical money in banks anymore, or is it all digital?
The realm warp, but realized he couldn't even go in. So
I mean,
it's
there's
another good
surely
play here from
some.
FlyQuest. They seem to be staying pretty active on the map.
You can go to a bank and withdraw cash.
This is the time, particularly when you play against Wukong.
Couple $1,000 in there.
Probably more than that, but I don't know how much more. Probably definitely less than they used to need.
Even earlier, because of this nice play that they made.
I'm such a big fan of cash not being a thing, though.
They managed to get a pick, get the Wukong
Carrying
flag,
around cash
and
is
the
so
side flag,
annoying.
which is really, really big for their game. They still have the Grand Skyfall available.
Way harder than
which will
just
allow
swiping
them
a card.
some
There's
real
no better feeling than going out somewhere, realizing I forgot my wallet, and then seeing being like, we accept Apple Pay. I'm just like, thank fucking God, man. I always have my phone.
Very different champion from Olaf from ahead.
Yeah,
But, like,
he did go hexplate this game, but he already has hexplate as well as
I don't want
the
to carry my
tier 2
wallet around,
boots.
man.
And this is the team.
I've only had that happen
on
like
CC for survivability
once.
on
I'm like, how the
FlyQuest side.
fuck
It
do I
looks
not
like
have my
Syndra
card?
and
I'm like,
Jhin are gonna have a really tough time.
do I have my,
Cryogen
like, does
play
my
that
phone
kind of
work? I tried it and it did, and I'm like,
People
fuck
do
yeah.
really love this Bard versus Olaf matchup
Yeah.
for that reason, that you want to try and just reposition
It does feel like
yourself
at
in, and it
some
helps these
level,
immortality
though,
champions.
there's
But obviously,
so
if you
much
pick the
shit
early
on
draft,
people's
then
phones
you see that
nowadays, like
you just want to be like this,
two-factor,
your plans
fucking,
to
like,
leave, and
your
the
bank
fact that there's
cards, like,
1.6
your
people
whole
left
life is
4
basically your
minutes
phone.
is
If
Yeah.
someone's phone got
it's
stolen, that
safe
would be
to say he's
pretty
overachieving,
fucking
so
bad.
definitely going to be.
But I guess a lot of it's like face
show up today.
Face ID, which is
pretty much the entire team
seemingly hard to break into. So maybe it's fine, but it'd still be hella annoying. Please get your phone stolen or something.
3 grubs in the
It would feel horrible indeed.
Because that's when FlyQuest was making the 4-man play.
Down 2 levels.
2 minutes to go.
Oh, Hex played Olaf Rush.
Do you feel like maybe we take it slow, pump the brakes a little bit till then, or is there a reason for particularly FlyQuest since
they need like a
make something happen before that next neutral objective?
Well, this is
I don't even know how to explain it. Like a dongle that'll just wipe your whole phone if it gets stolen.
It seems like he is just
you can just keep somewhere else.
What if you accidentally fucking step on it and it wipes your phone?
But I mean, it still is kind of FlyQuest timing.
What if I'm just playing with my dongle and accidentally wipe my phone?
Maybe just like more than one single button push. Make it like a big red button that's covered by glass. You have to pull the glass up.
Gakko's getting dove again. I've seen enough, man. I think we're getting a game 2.
No,
the cameraman couldn't even show it. The cameraman literally didn't feel good enough to see showing it.
To try to find his way out of this 1v2 situation.
Wait, Bard into Olaf's actually a fucked up counter, no? You literally just ult the guy he's on.
Because Quad and Cryogen managed to find themselves the kill. So Morgan does get
Sneaky's smiling so big, he's like, yes, a counter to Champion's whole existence.
Someone said there's a guy in jail for wiping his phone.
You can throw the ult right on top of Syndra and
this is the way that's the
I have a feeling there might be a little bit more to it than that.
Gets a stun right after it. That was really nice.
It might have been relying on what he wiped from his phone.
I do think as well they're similar to the play that happened earlier when they had this bot.
He pushed the wipe button and now he's going to jail, sorry.
Kind of let this happen. I do think diving this Olaf with 3 people.
You don't want to do that, dude.
Would work, but this Olaf was really, really strong on this time.
He was getting arrested for what?
But he will be able to stand under the tower, and I'm not really convinced.
For wiping his phone, obviously.
Particularly with mid prior and this type of thing. I think this was a pretty big overstep for Morgan.
I mean, the punishment for wiping his phone is probably far less than whatever was on the phone.
When you're behind,
probably
the matchup is like the goal is isolated to one.
You can't even know what was on there.
Say, all right, well, if Jax can be in a side lane and keep
Someone said he gave the cops a false password that was a duress password that auto wipes the phone.
It is cope, but it's kind of not cope too, right? You know, it's like if you can be there to interrupt a TP or whatever, that can sometimes be enough.
Sneaky empathizing with the criminals once again.
FlyQuest are in a decent spot as far as the 4v4 is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, some strange things have definitely happened this game. It seemed like Rise was out of control.
What happened if, like,
early game and then
a robber was in your face doing that? Like, he was trying to get your code, and he gave him the wipe. You just die.
I mean,
like you say,
I don't think they would
really doesn't have much of an
be happy about it. I mean, it just depends on their mental stability. If they were a sane robber, they would just cut their losses and be like, fuck you. But most robbers are not, so they'd probably just fucking kill you, piss them off.
So you have to give them your actual code if you want to live.
Oh no, dude. Just gotta stay strapped. And Gakko's is ganked by Rise again.
So you give them your code, then you whip out your gun.
Yeah, when they go to tape it in.
On the Jax, as FlyQuest now have to try to reposition down a man for the next 25 seconds. Rift Herald just slammed into the mid lane tier 1 turret as Morgan once
you see, I keep my phone cold right here in this holster. Bam! Haha, it wasn't the code.
Morgan just drained
you get shot for doing that immediately.
Oh, Quid. Damn, what play?
Take it to Rune Prison, and he'll be buried there. TL come out on top yet again.
Yeah, and that lead extending even more now for Morgan, 2.5K ahead here. Pretty good initial look from FlyQuest, but
Quid Rise looking a little diffy than a lot of the other Rise we've seen.
I think this is exactly what you want out of the Rise. This is what you expect.
What'd you say?
I said Quid Rise looking diffy from the other ones we've seen.
Oh yeah. He's all over the map. He's making plays. He's not suiciding with his ulti.
Why is he not 5-man engaging into them though with his ult?
I've seen that. It looks pretty good.
This is the TL.
Like the thing is, we've seen the like Rise ult into their whole team, but usually it's accompanied by a Zonia and immediate follow up.
Yep,
these people are doing it and they're like, oh, I knew I was forgetting fucking something. I didn't have an hourglass and my team was nowhere nearby. Whoops, my fault. I'll try again next fight.
It was just barely not ready to go.
Oh my god, I wasn't going to get the Zonias this whole game, but I keep trying it. Oh, look, Olaf ult's just gone. Oh, but it's just such a cock.
The Bard is so broken, man.
Isles, I feel like this
It's
is
such a
what
hard
you were
counter.
talking about back in the draft. FlyQuest, they're a strong team. You never really know what to expect, but sometimes it's that foot on the gas pedal just feeling a little bit too heavy. They're always still looking to make something happen. And once again, it backfires as Team Liquid come out on top in the kills. They get something across the map. Core JJ going to get caught here by the deadly flourish. Core a little overconfident in his positioning there. Does get
one shot by Cinder.
That at least slows TL down a little.
Yeah, I mean the game is going to be really tough.
I think Syndra must be OP right now. I'm usually pretty fucking bad at Syndra, but I've been popping off on her recently, which must mean she's broken as fuck.
The necessary vision and the timing.
What are you building?
Anything. I tried the Mandate Storm Surge build, tried like the normal build.
The LCS Championship is going to be
I just feel like I'm legit one-shotting people.
Area, October 3rd and 4th. Tickets are on sale.
Maybe you're just the GOAT.
No, I'm not. Absolutely not.
Hopefully on the stage.
I'm not a good Syndra.
Very, very surprised.
I can do the basic combos. I don't like turn around to use my double. Wait, is that someone now?
So we'll see you there
No.
either way.
Do Syndras actually do that actively? Like turn around, like, stop facing him to throw the W faster at them?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Do you know what? I always
Is that a
feel
thing
like
or
when
what?
Total goal, it sometimes
Yeah,
makes it more sad.
because you know, like when
Just
she's
thinking,
Wing, she
down
holds the thing
2.9K,
behind
you
herself,
realize
right?
He has about as much gold as
So you turn
right?
to
Like,
face away from
Jackson
them,
just
so it's
finished his
behind you,
Triforce,
closer to
and
them, and
people
then
are
lands
on
them
2-4
faster.
in
I don't know if it's still a thing, but I remember that being one of those like
I've yet to see this
Bjergsen pocket pick videos from like early LCS days. Maybe going back to season 4 or something.
But once again, Olaf is blind.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But I never really did it because it's just too annoying.
Beginning to think maybe it's time to reconsider.
Oh, okay.
Wait
a minute. Wait a minute. Is this a Rise engage? But he didn't die.
Will not be stopped as they step forward to give this kill over to Yon. Cryogen gets away on a magical journey, just barely
Loki's sitting there watching this game
surviving,
being
but
like,
the Team Liquid
why does his team
deathfall
follow
and
up and mine
everything
don't?
together is very, very scary stuff.
Went for the
Cryogen
big
will not be
read.
sniped down by that true shot barrage, but it's just another play where Team Liquid assemble everybody, to get 1 or 2 kills, and they're strengthening their position in the game.
Go better. Guys, you can look Jin or something. Oh yeah, I'm watching. Watch.
Dude, I'm glad to see Quid playing well though. I feel like the first half this year,
Nice. Perfect.
he was just like
Focus on fighting.
not feeling comfortable on the team.
True.
And now this is like the 100 Thieves
Close to
Quid
the kill on Cryogen there as well. That last mystic
that we
shot
know and love.
chasing him through the magical journey, but couldn't quite catch up. All right. We're 5,000 gold ahead for Team Liquid. Half of that
Definitely looked
is
like the
on
best mid
Olaf. I
laner
feel like
last
the
year.
only angle here for FlyQuest to try to find
Like,
a
this
fight
is
that
my kind of
works is
game
you gotta
Jose's
find
playing. Just,
something
you
where
know,
Olaf
lowest
is not.
KDA, lowest KP on the team,
difficult to do that right now
and your
because
team's
you don't
just
have the
shitting
zone
on them while you're
force, but it
farming.
really kind of is that
This is
stage of the
peak
game
jungle.
where, especially with the dragon coming up in 1 minute. It's kind of
He's
obvious where
a
Olaf
legit
needs
good
to
luck
be.
charm.
I don't think that FlyQuest really
But he's
has
getting
some sort of
objectives.
threat on like hitting the Nash, I guess, while
True.
no one's TL, that's gonna be
He's got 2. 3 even.
All right. Not a
Maybe 4.
particularly fast
Wait, who got Herald?
on the Baron, but it does
Yeah,
demand
Jose
an
did.
answer from FlyQuest. Exactly.
He's got
They
4
want
on him.
Fly over here. They want them to have to answer. Griffin jumps over the wall.
Oh.
JJ gonna be
Oh, and he's one shot again.
Gets a rampage before anything else even starts, but Team Liquid still
Oh, that
wants
Jin
to
is
try to
too
take the
fast.
4.
Uh-oh,
He
Rise is even
five.
faster.
Monster getting chased down by Quid, but he does create
But
enough
he's
distance
trapped.
to
Ghost.
get himself away. FlyQuest, they
When
find the
does
opportunity
Jax
to
get to
jump
do
in
something
and
in this
steal
game?
away
Oh, he
a
doesn't.
quick
Yeah, his
kill
team hates him,
without
so.
Team Liquid getting anything in
Oh.
response. Sadly,
Yeah,
they can't
unfortunately.
Well, that
do
doesn't
anything else
sound
off the
very
map
fun.
because of it's still 30 seconds
No, it
until that
doesn't look
Drake
fun at
spawns.
all, honestly.
Core JJ is about to revive.
Looks quite miserable.
So now we start playing for positioning around this next Drake that spawns. We've been talking about a Fed
He's just
Olaf.
down
We've been talking about
a
Jose
full
Diallo
item
being
and a
menace
boot.
in the jungle.
Seekers!
Wukong and Olaf both love
Trinity into
Cloud Soul,
Seekers.
and it's Soul Point for Team
No.
Liquid.
That is a
Hey.
losing piece purchase,
This
bro.
game just got a whole lot
Holy
Jesus
fuck.
fuck.
Respect.
Bit of an overconfident step
Respect.
forward, but I think this death is going to be
Wait, they're
rather
going.
consequential.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really hard
Never
to
mind.
find
Quid is
this-
too
to
goddamn
find a good fight
fast.
here when TL all grouped up like this. Obviously, Griffin searching off the side for Quid, but in this 5v5, there
Pantheon
really
is no
just
flash, no ult. How does
gonna
this
be
fight play out?
I think it all.
True shot
I feel like they just don't take it.
Mid.
only tapping Griffin's health.
I mean, they have.
As Team Liquid decides
never mind.
What? Holy shit! What happened to him?
Yo, the Jax is
Yo, Zonia's.
Holy moly! Wow.
Brother. That
was sick.
I'm not even mad.
They didn't even break
really?
a sweat. Jan got a little bit low, but he
got
did
close
it,
to this? Nah.
forcing that first kill on the enemy mid, and now Team Liquid with
It's
5
understandable.
versus 2. They're going to force their way into the enemy base. Mid lane inhibitor turret down. Mid lane inhibitor targeted by the minions, but TL doesn't care about that a lot.
fucking
They are
K
going to go
gold
ahead,
down.
get themselves out, take the realm war back over.
Oh,
no way, dude.
That's awkward. Who put that fucking wall there?
I guess Rise is pretty tough, huh?
After breaking open the enemy base,
I wish there was a way to like see where the endpoint would be.
is all but done, my friends.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no hope for FlyQuest at this point. I mean, it was going to be a super tall task, I think, to come up with any fight at the Drake, and I think TL were aware of that. Jan was so confident he even thought that he could just hit the mid tower while his team just dances.
Last pick Jackson Olaf Spannable. Really dude, no, I'm pretty. I don't know the matchup, but the shit's not Gaggo's fault.
Yeah, it's pretty well played by TL.
It's not his fault.
It's actually not his fault. Like, it's not.
050 Ignite Flash Jax top. You're right. No, it's his team. What can you do?
Yeah, actually, it is his team.
What can you do?
Nothing. It's him. You just have to build. You build a fucking.
You can see they're going to try to set up some sort of a pick here.
Protest zones
right now.
Realistic fights where the TL carries die.
Yeah,
he's going to the VOD, alt tabbed.
Yep.
That are really important.
Saying, yo, what was this dive? Can we go ahead and explain?
But dude, okay, the reality though is you could be a fucking. You could have absolute monk mental, like unfazable, and it wouldn't matter. You're gonna lose no matter what you do, and you're gonna get completely shit on, tilted or not.
They're getting fucked.
Oh. Quid decides to flash forward, makes it a double kill with a pick onto Cryogen. Jan scattered backwards, but there is no orb to guarantee the stun. Now TL, they got a 2-for-1. They lost.
How does the Jaxel matchup go without your jungler suiciding Tolof?
Probably a lot better.
They're gonna use the opportunity, rotate everybody up to the top lane, take out the tier 3.
Does he win at some point?
Before they make their exit.
I assume so.
Over the wall, escapes that
You were picking it
again, and TL is going to.
Oh my god, his items are the most depressing thing.
But cooldown boot? What?
He just bought it. Yeah, he's just
real.
No,
I froze.
It's the heaven and hell
mine's stuttering a little bit.
Performances for Quid and Gakkos this game. Quid is 7.
Does it matter though? Like,
just having himself borderline perfect Rise.
What
game.
can he
He's been
do?
all over the map.
Genuinely,
He's been doing his job in the fights well. Gakkos 0-5-0 on the Jax. That first play they try to make with Griffin topside backfires, and it is just rough, man.
Wait, okay. What if Gakkos called the dive?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Then he is at full.
Exciting. I've never done that like a
right?
Sure, I guess. Like,
no, Griffin shit himself.
Like,
yeah, it's cool.
But like they couldn't even kill him. It wasn't even Griffin shitting himself. They just mathematically couldn't even dive him.
He flash Q missed and then died.
Yeah, he fucking died, but they failed the dive before that.
Yup, there you go. But now
I mean,
go with TL looking to
I don't know.
end the game right now.
Seemed fine. Seemed fine look.
Quid goes legendary, and
I'll watch the replay afterwards. See how
Is that
likely it work.
Really?
Like you're gonna gank and not get a kill?
I mean, it's unfortunate to not get the kill, but.
Like, okay, but it's
I have to see how it looks going into it to see if it was worth looking for at all.
I feel like if you're gonna call a dive, like that's just it's definitive or not. Like you either can or you can't. It's not like a gank where like you can fuck it up or whatever. For the most part, especially with targeted stuns like Pantheon.
I'm going forward. I'm looking.
Like you can really know if it's gonna work or not.
I mean, the wave is crashing. Morgan is slightly over half HP with his health pot rolling. They have Ignite, Jax, and Pantheon. I mean, he has exhaust. I don't know. It doesn't seem super free to me, but
is Core JJ back in peak
he has his shit stacked up.
It's hard to say, I think. I mean,
Well,
I think Gakkos went a little early.
Staying alive as the turret heats up, and Griffin nearly dies. He tries to flash back.
I don't
in.
know.
Morgan flashes right
Doesn't seem that bad to me, though.
after him.
I think this could have worked.
You were talking about what happens if top lane blows up. What happens if there's a blunder? What happens if the explosion? If the claymore?
Like, I think a lot of these top lane situations are
really love how he gets involved
close as
so
fuck.
early, on the
I don't think it's
route.
usually that obvious if it's
And
going to
we're
work or
actually
not.
gonna start
And
here,
you just have to go
at
for it.
about 3.5
'Cause-
minutes,
Think so?
where Core
Dude,
had
this looks
previously,
atrocious, doesn't it?
off of
This looks
reset.
horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Specifically with the
Headed
exhaust.
up
I
this
think the
way,
exhaust
to
throws
help
this off.
Morgan actually ended up backing because Jack's back.
Like, if
Mm.
Olaf
So
gets his W blown
he
or
ends up
something
going
before they
mid,
go for the dive, then yeah, they can do
to
it.
try to kind of harass Quad a bit.
But he still has
And
it.
what this ends up
What's the
doing
cooldown? Is it long on W,
kind of
Olaf?
chases Quad off.
Mm.
It allows Quid to clear this out
I
a
would
bit,
guess
and he is
15-ish
going
or
to
something.
immediately ghost down to bot lane
Between 10 and
to
15.
get the kill
my
once
guess.
Heat up.
Core is back here. So he ends
It
up cleaning
is
up this
16.
kill onto Cryogen. Fast forward a bit.
That would be
to
my condition.
about
Like,
6 minutes as
like maybe you
TL
look
are
because
actually
he's like
taking the Drake
half
on
and
the
you have
top
Ignite,
side.
specifically
But
the
again,
Ignite.
watch the
They would
top
never kill without Ignite
because
here.
Quid is
Mhm.
going to
And then,
recognize that
like,
as
if he
Morgan and
W's
Gakkos
before
are up top
you
here,
go for the dive, then you can do it.
Gakkos is going to
Uh-huh.
end up getting
I think there's no way to kill him outside of
as
that.
he tries to escape. Right here.
I mean, maybe they literally are
into
just like, all right, fuck it, let's
the
try.
waiting arms
I
of
think,
Quid. He's just there.
I mean,
being annoying.
if the
They
Pantheon
already know
Flash
Gakkos
Q
is
hit,
there.
it would have
He
killed
cleans
him.
it
Like,
up,
so
and
clearly
then
it was possible
immediately,
to kill him.
Since he's already level 6,
Yeah, it was
guess
just-
what?
It wasn't guaranteed, it was
It's
risky,
not
and
safe
obviously
either,
Griffin fucked it up.
because Core is already here, right? And this is what I want to point out, is that all of TL are already playing around
But it's
this, so their
absolutely
communication is
Gakkos who
great.
suffered.
Jose
I feel like
can
that,
head in
though,
here
wasn't
too.
even
Core's
totally
already in
GG. It's
position,
bad,
he's
but
gonna realm warp
the fact
in.
that his lane, Morgan was just tanking a full wave
It's another
in front of his
kill
turret.
for Quid.
I mean,
Usually if you're doing that and then FlyQuest
He's
has
just-
any
he's
pressure
so
and they can move
good
toward it, it's going to be
on
really bad for
Rise,
Morgan.
and the
But
team
the fact that
itself
Rise was
is
able to come up
just
there,
firing on all cylinders right now, that
cooked.
they are so
I think after the Rise
Yeah.
play, it was
strong
just
at being able
GG.
to play the map when they have a semi-global like this.
Yeah, mid, bot, top, mid, all before 7 minutes. Morgan also popped off in that game. I mean, 10-2 on Rise, not including this game, so now 11-2 on Rise, higher KDA, more damage per minute. The anti-Loki.
Yeah, and I think what... True.
Look, I bring that up.
And something that I think Quid and Team Liquid do a really good job at is trying to find windows in which they can get moved.
Yeah.
And Quid has been doing a really good job of it. I think literally starting off the split off his lock play, where he's like finding a TP play out top lane, goes there, is able to find Roam's bot. This timing, the roam that he got on bot lane to get the kill on towards Bard, he lost the wave, but he does not care. Like, he literally just doesn't care. Like, the opportunity cost is there, and he's always going to be successful in that one. So, like, I think...
And another Jhin
also
loss.
Big assist to
Everybody is
Core JJ, who's been finding the moves
surprised.
like you mentioned.
Yeah, and a big solo lane game for these guys. So Quid popped off. Morgan also just got his contract extended through 2028.
Let's go, Lord Morgan.
The extension from Team Liquid. Make it count right off the bat.
Yeah,
Playing
plain
with
English.
that nice little new
Maybe
contract.
another year, guys.
Locking in the Olaf, as we see the pro view of him foiling this dive and managing to get first blood off of it.
I mean, the sidestep. Holding your flash that entire time to be able to flash in for the kill is the most impressive part there for me.
Oh.
Yeah, he knew it, and the
Flipped
rest of the
ass,
team
his
knew it. It
ass.
was great hearing them cheering him on, too.
Yeah.
And then Gakkos' flash was actually down from the previous play that we showed earlier, and Morgan was able to capitalize on that.
Isles was mentioning during the cast, though, that Olaf might be a little overpowered.
I agree.
Winning
Blind
most of his
pick
games around the
O
world. He's getting
laughing.
Blind picked.
Yes.
And he's also just slamming in so many of these games. So
I mean,
great job, Morgan, but also good pick.
I think Morgan is good, and I also think Olaf is good.
Yeah.
Both two things can be true at the same time.
There's been like a little bit of criticism towards Morgan
mega
with the last
lol.
split and the split before that one, but I think he's honed it in. Team Liquid has a really good like view of how to play the game. And I think based off this one more game, maybe we extend it to 2029. maybe go a little farther than that. But yeah.
I also just think, like, talking about what has changed kind of for this team, how they're like, oh, okay, we're just firing on all cylinders. We went to Korea. We don't know how we figured it out, but we figured it out. One of those huge changes was Morgan just looking so much more comfortable with the rest of the team.
It's about the connection, right?
Yeah.
And I think Jose is probably playing better than he did in the first 5 weeks, even though his scores and player of the game scores aren't there, because he's enabling Quid, Morgan, Yon to carry in these games so much better. So they're looking good.
They're looking really good.
Pretty good.
Also, you out there, don't miss any LCS action when you get your favorite foods delivered on Uber Eats for less gold. And before we head to break, we have a quick tease of the latest episode of Are You Smarter Than with FlyQuest. This one gets a little goofy. It drops on Tuesday on the LCS YouTube channel. Check out the preview.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Rich in the ground before Dove can even get there. In time to try to knock out as Impact gets bursted.
Don't feed. Get fed. Scan the QR code for deals only on Uber Eats.
The arena, wild animals. We alive, we're hyenas. Blood pumping, waiting for the enemy. The battle's coming. We're creating our destiny. Open up the floodgates, bearing our souls. Nothing can stop us now. We're going for gold. This time is for heroes. A new era unfolds. Cutting through the darkness like a thunderbolt. Boom. We can touch the sky. We're flying high, right eye to eye. We start a fire. We will blow your mind. Touch the sky, we can make the sky. We are made to rise through the ring of fire. In the darkest times, we are gladiators, world dominators. Yeah, we are soldiers, we are heroes, we are fighters. We can sail through the fire, through the blaze. We are gladiators, world dominators. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LCS. It is time for our last series of the weekend. Well, it's been time for the last series of the weekend.
Still
but
time.
If you blinked, you might have missed the first one because honestly, it was a pretty fast victory for TL over FlyQuest. It started with Morgan outplaying the first dive from Griffin, and Gak goes up there in the top lane, and it just snowballed from there. Morgan did a great job in his matchup against Gatgos. Gatgos finished the game with, I believe it was 6 deaths, 0 kills, 0 assists. The Jax was just not a part of the game at all, did not impact things. Meanwhile, Quid's rise in the mid lane for TL was, what's that?
He impacted some things.
Okay, he impacted the amount of gold in the enemy team's wallet. However,
boom, impact.
Was, no, he's not in this game. But we did have a huge performance
What are you, me?
on the rise from Quid. He's smurfing in that first game. He was collecting kills all over the place.
People that Gatgos impacted.
Getting lots of free money, some of that top side, some of that mid. Honestly, it was just a really good performance from TL in game one. And I like what Isles was talking about in that draft, saying, yeah, FlyQuest is hype. They make exciting plays. They're a fun team to watch, but they don't know when to call it off. We saw that a few different times in game number 1 after they fell behind. I can respect the mentality of we got to do crazy plays to try to get back into the game. Unfortunately, Team Liquid was ready. None of the FlyQuest moves worked. Let's get into the second draft now, as Team Liquid will ban out the Shyvana again alongside Cassiopeia and Jace. Meanwhile, FlyQuest, Brazil is looking awfully similar to the first game. It's double jungle bans here with the Lee Sin and the Nocturne. Now remember, the Jarvan was their third one in the first half in game number 1. That is another big Jose Dioto champ. Does FlyQuest want to take that off the table here, or will they allow it to go into Jose's hands?
Okay, so going to ban out Yone. So interesting. We'll see. You know, if Jose is even going to go towards it, of course, like I said last time, you know, even with the 5 AD jungle bans, there's just so many early on in Fearless that's not really a concern. You know, when you get deep, especially a best of 5 Fearless, then it becomes more of an issue. But Jose is a really big playmaker. This guy is a menace. And like Isles was saying, I think he is kind of the surprise star of TL coming into this year. You know, Jose was the pickup that I think people had the most questions about. And, you know, is this guy really deserving of being on the team? You know, is he really going to perform that well? Especially when a lot of people were thinking, maybe TL is going to get inspired. But I feel like Jose killed off a lot of that discussion so quickly. He was in the running for MVP last split. I think he played amazingly well at MSI. And he has continued that run of play here in Split 3.
Yeah, I think a lot of it probably comes from Jose's very short stint on FlyQuest back originally a couple of years ago that was not particularly impressive, and people were like, oh, okay, so this guy came up, he had a reputation in the LLA scene, he comes to NA, he didn't do anything super impressive. Why are we going to be excited for him on this team, like Isles said in the previous game, that has Quid and Yon as your expected superstars? But Jose has really kind of just shaken that off with confidence and really been a big performer. Over on the FlyQuest side, we get Yunara and we get Lulu locked in for the bottom lane for Masu and Cryogen.
Yeah, this is really interesting because obviously the Lucian first pick tells you they're probably going Lucian Melio, like almost guaranteed. That is what you're going to get. One of the answers that we've been seeing sometimes around the world that I have been a fan of is Cog Lulu, and this is kind of a similar idea where you're just saying, all right, we're not going to be really doing much interacting, we're just going to be playing to scale, we're going to be playing to be stronger in those team fights. Instead, they're going to pivot to Nami potentially, so Nami gets locked in, and that is more about that kind of 2v2 power because Nami does have a better matchup into Lulu. Melio is much more about denial of engage, but of course this 2v2, they're not engaging on you, right? They're just going to be poking you with Lulu poke and looking to scale. So Nami is more of, you know, about that 2v2 than it is about the 5v5, and we'll see if they can kind of be able to get an edge there, but I like the adaptation. And at the same time, yes, you have Jarvan, which is comfort for Jose, which is going to give him the ability to get active early here. But Yunara can deal with the Cataclysm fairly easily. And Griffin does have Vi available as another strong AD jungler. That's going to be his choice if he grabs that. And I always think of Yunara as one of those champions that does answer Jarvan quite well. Because obviously you hit the ultimate, you use the Kame step, you hop out of the Cataclysm. Like, you have ways to deal with that engage.
Yeah, I want to see how often targets are going to be selected towards that bottom lane here for Jose Dioto. Lulu can get trapped in the cage at any given time, and at least forcing the ulti out of Yunara. Yunara needs that ult to really be effective, right? Like any transformation ulti character, if you think of things like Twitch, like Yunara, anything that has to have that extra power, it relies on it. FlyQuest for Griffin, though. We've got some pretty standard early power.
Sorry, I had to AFK for a second.
Jarvan versus the Vi, both very capable of making those.
I had to give my dog some water.
As well as having a big power spike once the ulti unlocks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Vi just really strong pre-6, like you said, and then post-6, well, you're dealing with Lucian, a champion that wants to get involved in these fights, that relies on mobility, on dodging skill shots.
What kind of dog? You haven't seen my dog?
Vi kind of says you cannot do that.
Same kind of dog.
Again, Vayne gonna get banned just like last
see her?
time for TL. Last time it was, of course, that blind Olaf, but again, when I think of Vayne bans, I think about Gnar, I think about Renekton as two of those options that they're trying to open up. Of course, Vayne is also good in some of the tanks, and so those are kind of the options that Morgan is going to have here available. Quid did play the first and still the only lock game of the LCS, was great on it, so that will remain banned, and of course, Galio, about the combo.
She's the
with
sweetest
Jarvan,
dog.
You're just looking for that denial.
He's
yeah,
so
double
sweet.
banning the mid makes sense here. Does Team Liquid want to continue targeting that top lane?
She know we exist?
We'll have to see.
I hope so. Otherwise, she thinks I just sit here for 20 hours a day screaming at myself while she's sitting there behind me.
Rumble going to be banned out beside it. So yes, it is another top laner. This
she's legit the most adorable. What people words does she recognize?
Pick number 4, it works into a lot of matchups.
Not her name, unfortunately. If you get a dog, don't name them after a league champion that you're going to say all the time while not talking to them, or they will quickly dissociate it with their name. It's very sad.
With the Vayne ban, with the Rumble ban, with the Jace ban, a lot of those bans that TL threw out are kind of opening up and improving the opportunity of playing this Gnar. So, Gakos,
look at her, she's so chill. She loves this.
You want to go Gnar based on your ban, so we're just.
What was her name from the shelter? It was Rebel.
I don't think that Morgan is the kind of player to.
Wait a sec, Lucian Nami, not Lucian Melio.
Things like ADTF, there are things like Tristana and Corki.
Nami?
Yasuo as well. There's Aurelia. I mean, there's a lot of answers to Gnar. And so there is that possibility, but I feel like Morgan's just going to go standard, something like Mbessa or a tank or something.
There it is. Sure enough, Mbessa locked in 2-6 so far in LCS Summer. Kind of some nasty stats.
We need to investigate who has played it.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess that is kind of what it comes down to. Exactly. Is it actually a problem with Arcane Grandma, or is it a problem with the kind of situation
Arcane Grandma?
Or is it the
I don't think Mel has any kids.
Oh boy, is that our culprits?
Let's find out if it's the yellow teams.
While Isaac investigates, we will see what the final pick of the draft here. Ooh, okay, we'll get the
He called Mbessa Arcane Grandma.
Silas obviously loves to be able to
but that would mean her children have children.
Not have to play around the Gnar
and as far as I know,
she doesn't. Also be used for a big save. So a couple of nice options there here for the Team Liquid mid lane.
So Morgan's 1-0 on it. Thanatos is 1-1, and then the
wait, she has
that grandma.
Are 2 from Surdy, 1 from Denethor, and 1
actually
from Gakos.
Okay, fair enough. So we do have our final pick of the draft here.
We
for
did
FlyQuest.
see
It'll be the
a sex scene involving Mel
locked in with
and
the
Jace.
For quad. You know what that means. Since Silas is in the game, it's going to be a giant mess of 2 Weavers walls flying different directions in the team fights. All we needed now was Mel in the game so we could have 3 of them and build a triangle.
Yeah. Get some more terrain,
Yeah, why not?
Obviously, Silas really good with the Gnarl. That is so powerful when you can steal that away. Incredible team fight out. Vi, obviously very good as well. Wild Growth, not bad whatsoever because you can set up for yourself with the Absconded Duct into a Wild Growth and just kind of chain that CC. So 3 very good ults for
Wait, who's Ambessa's other child?
Is just kind of whatever, and you're just
is it
as
LeBlanc?
Silas matchups are, you're basically just trying to farm and survive.
Wait, what was the first child?
Well,
I don't know. Someone saying Ambessa had a sibling.
Follow her if you think she's trying to shove and make a roam down the bottom lane or whatever.
A sibling.
Along those lines, right? I also really like when you have a champion that makes
not a
terrain
child.
Decently sized terrain. I'm not talking about that little
Kino.
rock or the Trundle stink pillar or whatever.
He was killed by the Black Rose prior to the events of Arcane Season 2.
I love that when Gnar is locked in as one of the teams.
Not on screen, or in the script, or in any writing.
No, I'm pretty sure they talked about it, didn't they? I thought the shit with like Mel and LeBlanc scene. I remember hearing about Kino. Like, doesn't LeBlanc appear as Mel's brother in that shit initially?
It's going to get WWE in here if the Gnar has his way, and honestly, that's a great shot.
Holy fuck!
To redeem himself after a very lackluster.
Are we fighting?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember much of Season 2 except like Episode 7, the Echo Jinx scene was fucking insane. Like, both mids are just here.
JJ has already flashed away. No
look at Jose. He's coming for the cutoff.
For that Nami flash. So
do it. Just sit, walk into blue, and just fuck up Talia right now.
Look at where Jose is.
Maybe we just both need to rewatch it.
No, he just decides to back off.
Probably a good rewatch. It's not that long.
I thought he was gonna just try to like get
I could rewatch it. I want to start from Season 1 though. Like, I'd rewatch the whole thing, not just Season 2.
But you can
That's
see
what I meant.
really that bot lane skirmish is all about the wards in
Man,
that side brush.
Arcane Season 1
to deny those
was
wards
so
down on
fucking
the bot
magical when it
side,
was coming out.
to be able to play for side lane control. Because when you
Like
are in these
the
enchanter versus enchanter matchups, it is
Act
actually
1 and
such a
2
big deal,
were
to
so
be able to
fucking
have
banger.
that vision in the side brush. And as a result, TL do have double wards, but
Act 3, I mean, it was good, but like I didn't love the ending. I guess it was just my expectations were really high from how good everything else was until that point.
Back
True.
in draft number 1, Isles was also talking about how he thinks that Masu is one of the best performers on FlyQuest when he can play
Wait,
from
it's
an
the
advantage, when he
T1
can play from a position of strength.
Yadara
The team
skin.
can look really good. Jose Diodo is down here though, as FlyQuest
I'd
are
done
about to
seen
try to
it.
crash this wave into the turret. We'll see if Team Liquid can get a punish as Jose hits level 3 after clearing out his Krugs. Now he is going to walk past the ward in this case of brush,
wait.
so FlyQuest aware of the
Whiff?
presence
I
of
think
Jose.
they see
Big
you,
damage.
brother.
Able to grab a summoner spell here. Flag and drag
I'm behind you.
sidestepped by Masu, but he still has to flash. Jose Diodo
Yeah, that's a kill.
Ooh.
and there it is. FlyQuest pushing up, even though
Hey,
they have
you're
the
like
ward,
5 seconds
Azalea
behind.
can't protect them because Jose and
I
Jan
guess I'll
are
speed
ready
up.
to go bloodthirsty there for the first blood.
Yeah, Masu and Crygen were winning out in that 2v2 just ever so slightly, but they couldn't fully crash the wave. Yon and Gore were hitting it enough. We're keeping it off the tower, so there were those 3 minions alive that did not actually
I'm
crash.
at
It made Masu and Crygen stay
30.
around long enough that Jose can look for
Same,
this gank.
kinda.
And
33,
honestly, I don't
4,
know. It's
5, 6,
always hard to say in these moments,
7,
but I feel
8.
like even
we're
though
good.
Masu avoided the
40,
flying drag by stepping down,
41.
I think
We're
that
good.
he'll-
We're
I
good.
think
We
he
got
just has
it.
to
It's
accept it,
synced.
keep moving up and flash. Because
Excellent.
that step back closes the gap between him and Yon and Core JJ, allows them to get extra damage in. And I feel like in a situation like that, it is always a tough call because you're like, oh, I can just dodge this. But when Jose flag and drags slightly above you there, it pushes you into the DPS of the Lucian and the Nami. And if he just flashes, even if Jose flash follows, I don't think that Yon and Core can actually close that gap and probably kill him.
Which means that Jose is making the objectively correct decision, right? Even if your opponent
I hope
makes the
Faker
call to
starts in Season 3 of
outplay you,
Arcane.
it's still putting him in a more compromised spot.
That's why ability placement is actually so important in League of Legends, right? It's
Show them
so
playing
much about
League.
this. And Masu trying to hold the wave off the tower.
No,
In the
Faker's just
game.
in the
Is
universe.
behind them, but not really an angle to do anything here. Griffin's still staying around though. He's spending a lot of time on this.
All this
If this
shit's
doesn't
like
pay
gone,
off,
right?
it's
Like the
going to
summoner
be
shit.
Pretty costly, I would assume, for Griffin. Who
Only
goes in
you
the
can
ball
hear
breaker,
me,
and Jan
summoner.
just immediately dashes out of the way. So
Yeah, I don't
no
know.
true pressure here. No summoner spells.
I think it's gone.
Had
I
to
think
be
it got
spent on
retconned or
that
whatever.
one as Quad tries to escape.
There definitely
Jose
hasn't been
Diodo's
anything
traffic
new
puts
added,
him
but
over
there
here in mid.
some of the
So
early
yeah,
champs
Griffin,
do
he
still
camps
reference
out.
it.
He's hanging out in that jungle for a while, but Team Liquid stay calm
Just
enough. They
voice
just walk
lines
off.
unchanged.
Pretty well played.
Yeah.
They know they have the stacked wave, and I'm
It's
gonna
like
be honest.
MF,
I feel like
Nocturne,
when Masu is
Sona.
really fighting into that wave and holding that. TL
Probably some others.
suspicious, right? And now Jose's
Holy
behind him.
fuck.
Yeah, Jose has decided, all right, you guys want to bring junglers into this? Let's bring junglers
He's
into
blasting
this. Jose Diodo is
his
taking a little
barrier.
bit of damage from Masu
Oh.
Cryogen
Oh,
back.
oh,
Gotta be
wait.
careful, though.
He doesn't have flash.
Purple is not gonna hit.
Boom.
Griffin flies
Who's
in there
TPing?
with the
He
ball
was
break.
not
It's silent.
expecting Griffin there.
Punishes TL's aggressive position.
Why the fuck was Griffin there?
FlyQuest. Griffin's finally going to get paid there.
That's
Twitch goes
so
in,
random for him
tries
to be
use
there.
its
Instead
Ghana
of
duck to
re-clearing
grab
his
on the
top
Cryo
side,
to
he
get a
just
kill at the
recalled and
very
came
end of
from
things with the
base
flash from the Lulu,
to
keeping
kill
the fight
Jose
alive.
Yeah,
over
he's gonna keep him
extending.
alive. Obviously, the untold
I guess it
story
worked
there
out,
off
but,
camera,
like,
Masu loses another wave to the tower, and Masu
Is
does
that
not get the
actually
kill.
better than just
And when
if
the
he had
wave
been
crashes
clearing
on the
down
tower, the
and
wave
getting level
pushes
6
away
earlier?
From you generally, so we'll see how those minions do kind
Worked
of
out.
equalize down in bot side, and if it does end up being bad for Masu, because Masu, of course, is down both sums. Yon has his barrier back, and the wave is going to be pushing to TL as expected. So TL is going to be.
Vi's camps are going to get all weird now, though.
Beneficial for the bot lane too.
Every time I have a game like this where
even though
like, my
Griffin
route
can
gets
do it
fucked up because I skip camps,
Back
it
up
just
in top side, let's check in
feels
on
awkward the whole
Morgan
game.
versus
We'll
Gakkos
see how he
head-to-head, 'cause remember,
handles it.
It was pretty close for the first couple of minutes in the previous game. It was Griffin's gank that ended up going sideways that kind of set Morgan ahead. But even after Morgan got the first kill, Gakkos was still doing a pretty solid job of staying a little bit ahead in terms of farm. And now Morgan's going in looking for the
Oh, damn, that boy clean.
talking about things
Damn,
being
dude.
smooth.
Oh my god. Yo, ref, this guy's a motherfucking cheater.
Yeah, that one's tough.
He can't do me like that.
He can't hit those.
Yo, that was fucked up.
Gakkos was very close to level 6, and
It looked like Griffin pause. He's screaming his top laner should never die to gank or a fucking ult like that.
And Gakkos is basically trying to stay in XP range.
What is he doing?
The wave
Look at this
was
guy.
pushing towards him. And
Morgan
I
looks
feel
pretty
like it's one of
nervous
those
here. He's like,
moments
fuck,
where
they're onto me.
you
I
just need
did
to accept that you're
cheat.
gonna have to lose a
Fuck,
couple
fuck, fuck.
minions, because if you get hit by the public execution execution in mini.
Don't look too closely at it.
Down a level you are in big trouble.
Yo, chrono break before the ult hit me. That was some bullshit.
Overstays a little bit, walks up.
It was an interesting way he comboed, though. Like, he didn't Q2 for so long. He fucking Q1 and then W'd and then E'd and then, like, Q2 flash on him.
Ooh. Let me get that straight. W-E-Q-Q.
I have been told that was safe for air. So we've got a bit of a Red Bull spillage incident here.
Been a
Red Bull spillage incident.
Oh, God.
Dude, this is the thing. When the players have line of sight on each other like that, what happened was Morgan was looking at Gakkos, the corner of his eye, wait for him to pick up the Red Bull, and then he ulted him dry.
And Jan goes, XDD is a GG or keyboard.
And then Gakkos spilled that shit all over himself.
I think it was Griffin, not Gakkos.
This is ruining my narrative.
Maybe Gakkos like threw his hands up as he fucking died, and then it spilled, and then they paused.
Soak that up.
Look at him, he's just grinning. He's typing in
Maybe.
chat.
Maybe he slammed his desk so fucking hard it earthquaked all the way to Griffin's Red Bull.
Griffin, put down the TikToks.
I can see it.
Get in there and put away the phone.
Griffin put down the TikToks.
Oh yeah, you're a dad now. This is good training for you. Yeah.
Instant.
Once your kid gets old enough to like move around and start knocking crap over, you gotta be ready to lay down the law, man.
Yeah, exactly. Time to lock in, Lily.
I feel like having a kid is like having a dog, but then they're only like a dog when they're a baby, and then they just start talking and walking, and it gets fucking crazy.
Oh, you spilled another one? That's an extra shift. Yeah. All right, we're
just kidding, Joanne. Don't divorce me.
It's all a joke. It's a prank, I promise. All right, we're back into the game. The Red Bull has been mopped up. Team Liquid is up 700 gold and a single kill. And the big winners so far in this game are Jan and Morgan.
Morgan is just goated, I guess.
As Jan and Core JJ's pressure in the bottom lane with the Lucian Nami remains ever present. Jan, of course,
he has a
one of our
Doran
players
shield.
who does
That's interesting.
have the Lucian thumbs up. He's got the check in the box. There's a lot of players historically in North America that are not
makes it
allowed
sound
to
like
play
you
Lucian.
smoked some weed before you said something.
What?
Yep, he's got his Lucian card.
What
for
did you
sure.
say?
He's locked and loaded.
Nothing.
He's a carry.
Said,
How'd you
Lucian
fuck
card
my
member,
chat up?
And
Nothing.
He's a very good
I didn't do
Lucian
shit.
player. But definitely unfortunate on the
I was just
side for
doing
Gakkos
some
after
high-level
how last
analysis.
game went.
Maybe it was
With
too
a bit
high
of a
for
silly
them.
death, and you know, if you're going to greed for that XP and you see the public execution was coming in, got to flash it, but not only did he not flash it, he then flashed late, and the flash follow was there for the solo kill, so it's kind of egg on your face in both ways, right? You know, you
Post
die, you
McClone
lost
says
the
kids
flash,
get progressively
and,
more
it
expensive.
was
Is
very
that true?
avoidable. You know, when the wave isn't frozen, sometimes you just got to take your L.
Yeah, they start asking for a car,
And wait for it to come to you.
and they start asking for a mansion.
Even if it's just, you know,
In college.
Then they get addicted to drugs, and they need more money for that.
Where right afterwards you realize, like, I could have flashed beforehand. Yeah, it sucks to lose flash, but I would have been alive.
Then you gotta buy them the ring, Lord of the Rings card.
Because I was getting too confident in my own abilities, and now it's a real punish. And
What
now
can you
the whole
do?
game feels so much worse.
And that's the tough thing about
You're
League of
literally
Legends
forced.
in general, right? Is that League of Legends is
Wait,
a
dude,
snowball
that's why you
game.
have
It is
kids,
not
so you can
something
play
where you're
card
like, okay,
games with
it's fine.
them.
I'll just do the same thing next time.
Holy
Next time
fuck.
the person has more gold, and sometimes
Dude, kids aren't even going to know what
wonder.
playing cards are. Does the modern generation of kids actually know what a deck of cards is? Like, if you showed it to them, would they know?
Get very tough. Morgan has opened up a nearly 700 goal lead.
Only if you teach
Morgan,
them.
who just extended his contract, by the way.
What kind of
So,
technology is just going to be, like, fucking extinct in the next generation? Surely, like, CD-ROMs are already gone. Modern-day kids look at CD-ROMs the way we look at floppy disks and shit.
The Lucian Nami again, just playing
I think they're both in the same category, bud.
Really? Floppy disks were like 20 years behind. CD-ROMs were still a thing like way after.
Yeah, but they're both useless.
I know now they're useless.
Exiting that brush, he will interrupt their opportunity to recall, further slow down their ability to get back into lane. Core JJ still helping.
Oh my god, Jose is just being a proper bastard with that one.
Damage, but not jump in underneath the turret range.
That's actually so devastating for Masu. Just getting your recall chain cancel like that. Each time it's like another fucking wave lost. And now he didn't even base. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay.
Almost at the level 6 marker for Quad gets caught in the bubble now. The Aqua Prison throwing him up into the air. Griffin is seen, and And now Team Liquid knows, okay, it's a 4-man group from FlyQuest down here on the bottom side. We got to try to get away. Griffin leading the charge.
Does Vi has ult, right?
Holy shit.
Okay. Nice. Wait a minute. Wait, they're actually turning this. Absolute disaster for Masu somehow ends good for them. No. Oh! Quid has flash. I would be quite surprised if he died here.
Quid still trying to escape. Cryogen.
Nope.
Oh! Griffin! Okay.
Nah, I saw the vision, but I feel like if Cryogen did the flash poly while Griffin was charging Q, it could have been enough. Like, Vi just can't Q him in time. Oh.
And that's another kill back over to Quid. I feel like I've been talking for 2 minutes straight, but as the dust settles, we went from a 2-1 game to a 4-3 game, so it's another 2-for-2.
Bro!
Yeah, JJ looking to grab the kill.
Oh my god!
Back on the Nami.
Solo kill!
Holy shit, man.
Look at Core and the player cam just laughing it up, man.
Okay, I do have to wonder though. It might be better to not have killed Masu there. Like, obviously, if Core was going to die either way, he should probably go for the kill. But Masu would have lost more time if he was left alive. Because he would have had to do a full recall and then sit in base to get his health back, and then not have the death home guards. So I'm pretty sure dying there is in his benefit.
Over and over and over and over again. And it is becoming such a problem here. And even with FlyQuest calling down multiple members to try
Core might not have his item.
The damage has already been
potential mental damage on the death.
Yeah, this is a 1,500 gold lead for Team Liquid with only the 1 kill.
I mean, it would be a weird optimization to not kill him there. But I don't even know 100%. It's probably worth just killing him.
Typically because it's the support that gets the kill, yeah.
Yeah, like kills and support are just so whatever.
Every time he steps up to the wave, he regrets the decision.
Yep, and I mean, it's not just.
I feel like it can't be that whatever, like this early. If it's like one single kill like that.
Basically end AD carry, right?
I'd say it's probably better to kill.
It is both the goal.
But I think it's interesting to think about though.
I think you're going to lower his bounty for the next guy that kills him. Nobody got an assist. I think it was just if Core could have not died, then that would have been better. Like if he could have canceled it and got out.
This just means
he could have definitely W'd and ran for sure.
Pressure from Jose Diodo allowing him to buy this item that's going to spike his economy even further ahead. As let's take a look at our general map state here. 11.5 minutes in. It's 2 grubs to 1 for the side of Team Liquid, so no full-on grub state favoring one team or the other. First Drake of the game still hasn't been taken, 11.5 minutes in. Kim Drake first, nobody cares, man. This guy, he is just not the most popular mythical creature on the Rift, but Quid's making his way down into the bottom lane now. Only about 60%
Nami looks
on the Sylas. Did have the
way more useful than Meteos.
Timer was about to run out, so he just pops it on himself there.
Yeah, I mean, she's...
Also
I feel like, oh my
on the control ward.
god, he's just
nearby, shadowing this potential
taking turret
play.
shots for
Monster's
funsies.
recall is interrupted by the tidal wave.
And back shots.
I mean, TL's doing a good job punishing the bot lane, like level 3 gank, and then just non-stop pressuring them, basically.
Holy fuck, it's a massacre.
Ooh, wait, and Bessa's here as well? Holy shit.
And here's Nar.
And he's racking up bodies.
Lion did a 5-man dive as well.
Gakkos may have arrived, but he arrives only to join his
Wait a minute. No minions?
About to transform into Mega. Nar
He's got Mega.
Still 4 players from TL here. Morgan still with a full health bar ready to go.
Oh, he's
Gakkos
dead.
is underneath the turret, and it looks like Morgan's going to be the one leading the charge, taking the turret aggro.
Ooh.
Trying to get something back.
Oh, really?
Oh! Q-Max Sylas. Damn, I like how I could play that. That was clean.
In bottom lane, and FlyQuest are the ones finding themselves behind again.
I mean, this is just crazy, man. This is just an everything gap, and TL are making FlyQuest.
And another one. Another one, bro.
Holy fuck.
Masu's like, what the fuck, man?
Steps up forward right when he thinks they're going to
that was
change
pretty
the plan.
fucking greedy to walk up.
The plan has not changed.
Yeah, I gotta feel bad.
God forbid I get one CS this game.
God forbid.
My bad. My bad. My bad, guys.
Where they get solo kills,
literally 0 resources down.
And you are getting 3-minute over and over and over and over. Your recalls are chain getting interrupted by tidal waves, by everything. You know that it's coming, but Talia is here too late. Masu pops the ulti, but does not
he just
dash
gets natty
out of the
bubbled
bubble in time. Just goes down basically for free, and that pretty much guarantees that this is going to be a lost fight. Gakko's arrives, but
it
the
is
TP
just
is so
fucking
much
brutal
later than Morgan's, and not able to really get anything done.
Oh my god, beauty.
Beauty.
Beauty. Exactly. I agree. That was some beautiful sequencing there from Team Liquid to get what they came for. And here you can see a performance between Spring
another one, dude.
and Summer,
TL is
Team
just
Liquid's AD carry
fucking
Dawn
in
as
their
TL
face.
again steal away FlyQuest music.
Exactly. You know,
This is
Isles mentioned
very aggressive.
But last year,
Yeah,
when
this is
TL
some
was
good
doing
shit.
poorly, it was always kind of like, yeah, TL's not looking that good, but Yon
Just
does.
hey, if they
But
try to
what if
do
Yon did?
anything
But
on
what
the
if Yon
bottom
pops
side of the
up? 'Cause
map,
he had been
nope.
playing so well. And then this team was kind of
Yunara wants to
around
touch a
him,
wave.
and he
Don't
just
think
has
so.
not
Vi's
really
going for a
performed
camp.
very
Not
well
gonna
so
have
far
that.
this year. Even at MSI, when I think back to these great moments against T1 where they were almost winning, I think of Yon kind of falling short in the team fights, not playing to the level that we have come to expect of him. But that has not been true so far this summer. He has been looking excellent. And that's the reason why they're in conversation for best team league.
But right now it's Quid who's in danger. Griffin leads
Reverse
the
Vial.
Oh, and he's gone.
As over the wall, the flash won't matter.
That was pretty close. I was curious how he was going to play it. I thought he might try to Vialt somebody else as he was about to get Vialted to, like, unstoppable.
Double kill.
Masu is legitimately made out of paper. Is this why people prefer Tank Jin? Is this what happens if you're not playing Tank Jin? Holy shit, dude.
Permanently dead. Screaming.
They can't take it off the gas pedal.
Yeah,
Chain
it's
dove.
looking really, really tough. And I mean, it's hard to blame when they're this far behind. You got to just kind of send it. Griffin is the only strong one on their team. And he did, going into that fight, have something like a 1.3K gold lead over Jose. But the problem is everyone else on TL is that much ahead or even further ahead. So they have completely lost control over this one. This one is looking like another stomp. And FlyQuest, well, I think people were very excited about coming into this split, who's looking at this team as a potential Worlds contender here. I mean, we heard it from even Thinkart himself. You know, he told me straight up that they would be going to Worlds. But we saw them against Lion, even with our Mayo, they got kind of smacked in that one. And then here again,
yesterday was
another top 3 team.
Like a 6-hour day, and today's
looking a
half
little
of
bit
that.
more spooky for FlyQuest fans, for sure. I mean, those are only 2 teams. There is a third
I mean,
slot.
5 hours yesterday.
If you can't compete with TL and you can't compete with Lion, you got to beat everyone else.
I mean, it was 6 games.
You cannot falter at all, because these are the kind of teams you're going to play in playoffs.
If nothing else, this has reaffirmed their status as a medium to large-sized dog. They are certainly not running the junkyard up against squads like Team Liquid and like Lion. And you're talking about, Griffin's the one with an individual advantage, a role advantage over his opponent, right? But the sad part is, it's Jarvan versus Vi. Both of these champions, they're monkeys in rocket ships headed for the moon. You're not going to land that rocket ship. You go in and die, and then the rest of your team mops everything up. You don't want that to be your one point of strength. It's not going to win you a team fight, and that means that Team Liquid just again can utilize this massive 7,500 gold lead. They will force down the tier 1 turret here in the mid lane. They're going to slam Shelly almost into the tier 2. A nice smite from Griffin mid-charge prevents the Herald from being able to farm more money off of those plates. This is just Team Liquid controlling.
Lucian's just sitting on the Dirk, I guess.
Does Masu have more or less gold than Core JJ?
Maybe you go collect your third. I don't know.
Checking in. Survey says.
No, he's 500 ahead. It's a 500 difference between the Yunara and the
almost double Yunara's gold.
That's about all that needs to be said.
Is that good?
Yeah. I do love the gold.
For Yunara, no.
For that, the total gold difference is crazy. I was looking, I was like,
He just went serpents.
Core almost has 2 items. Does he have more?
Lucian.
Gold? And Masu
God
just
damn.
got a zeal, so you know it's
He'll
not
do whatever the
quite
fuck
as
he
much,
wants.
But he got that zeal, and Yon is on 3 items, and Serpent's Fang being one of them. He's clearly just
the money man.
I don't know about Serpents though. Like,
possibly need to do that.
It does get value against Vi, Lulu.
More damage against champions at this point in the game.
Seems like you don't really need it. And if you do somehow manage to throw,
yes, Core JJ is 200 ahead. Oh baby!
It's like
the prediction.
Yes, sir.
I got it. Let's go.
Core's more damage than Masu. What the fuck?
On the last FlyQuest play, I'm like, this guy is smurfing Masu's damage. Let's go. Gakos trying to get away now. Knows that there's no chance for him to try to stand and deal with this Team Liquid move towards the tier 2 turret up here in the top side. TL just going to bulldoze this one over. They've got the 2 grubs for the extra damage. They got everybody here.
They picked Lulu into Nami, didn't they?
Looking to make sure that nobody stops them on the FlyQuest
Did not
side.
see.
So they'll force that objective down. Head on back out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the most grim part of the damage.
Wait, they're giving Dwagon.
They did get fucked by the driving gank really hard.
So that's a bit of a tough one, right? He's had a tough time. You know, Masu and Crygen
Actually, pretty weird macro.
Core and Yan, but at least they have the cope of like,
surely that was not correct.
We got
just give Dragon for fun.
But Gekos does not have that.
And they like all group top lane, gave mid control.
Just pushing forward, taking everything on both sides of the map.
Gave mid control while Dragon was coming up in 30.
Really nothing that FlyQuest can contest. They've got to look for like 3v1s and stuff like that at this point.
Maybe they figure they don't need Soul this game.
Any sort of an angle.
The Dragon Stack did start pretty late.
Even attempt to play.
Yeah, it's just super rough at this point. I mean,
what do they do now, though? I feel like if they can keep pressuring, then
0-5 and 0-0-6 and 0. I don't remember.
It's kind of fine, but if they can't, then it's not good.
Still, was not able to find himself on the board in that one. And here in game number 2, it's the same story. Been a very rough series for the FlyQuest top laner today. Morgan telling a very different tale, having a great time up there, getting that solo kill in this one. Having a better sense of awareness and positioning for that massive play bottom lane that both TP'd down. He was there first. He was the one who had the real impact in the fight.
And this series has been a stomp, but this has actually been a pretty good rivalry, you know, since 2024. Since, you know, that was Inspired joining FlyQuest. Obviously, prior to that, TL was running the series a lot more. You know, they have been winning mostly. With Inspired, FlyQuest was doing quite well. Now Inspired obviously has left. He is on Lion. FlyQuest, though, you know, rebuilt with this new roster with a lot of young players, and they have been trying to scale, try to keep this rivalry going. These two orgs have been meeting in a lot of finals over the last couple of years.
How'd that wave be there?
Over those last couple of years. And
who the fuck put that wave there?
Fall behind.
Yeah, I feel like for a long time it was kind of like the TL and C9, the blue teams were kind of the leaders, and then, you know, once Inspired switches over to FlyQuest, they became one of those title contenders, and it really did feel like, yeah, this was a rivalry that was going hard back and forth. You brought up the stats. Yeah, it's super neck and neck, but right now it seems like Team Liquid are locked in, and FlyQuest is just not on a comparable level right now. FlyQuest earlier when TL were forcing down the tier 2 on the top side, Fly just got a Drake. Now they're trying to go after Quid, who pops his stasis through the
they don't do
guard
any
to
damage
survive the initial engage.
Yeah.
Wild growth down
Oh shit!
away, but
The only thing they get out of that play is giving Silas a Vi ult.
Cryogen has to try to escape now, but yet again, it's both bot laners on Fly.
Scram, boys.
They're so fucked.
Holy fuck.
It doesn't even matter what you do at this point.
You're
doomed.
It's negative bounties at this point, man. You've killed them so many times. They got to be worth 100 gold. Team Liquid.
Just let them end.
Yeah, they are heading
1 and 6. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, you did look for the fight there on a Quid, but they didn't even get him low.
Jesus
and engaging
fuck.
on him just gave him the vial to be able to find
Gaping
Moss,
butthole.
The Baron will not even be looked at here from FlyQuest. They're just gonna give it up, and it feels like 22 minutes in,
is
8.5K
Kermit
gold lead.
gaped.
Baron on their side.
I
can easily see the game ending during this
that's
Baron
a
buff. I feel like pretty
term.
much any fight they take
It
will be a
is,
winning
actually.
one.
I see it in my chat.
I feel like it's kind of difficult not to win from here with just this much of a lead, with the composition that you have, being able to have
Nars
Ambessa
2
and
items.
Jarvan
You'll
full
play around me,
synced in,
guys. I will
Silas being
carry.
able to steal a Gnar ult or a Vi ult or a Talia ult to join up with them, and your 80 carry is nearly 5,000 gold ahead. I don't even need to
Oh my god.
Quid
Yeah, that's
farming
explainable.
away, essentially, just grabbing
Looking pretty
Let's
good.
get some vision.
Looking pretty
Yeah,
good.
how about a
I think.
word on the Raptor? Oh, fuck, I'm
Oh god, he's here too.
particularly high. when
Quid's
you're
having
on
a
team
fucking
that's
crazy
behind.
series.
Yeah, that's
All over the place.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is. You're going to be back.
Gekos is having a crazy series as
and
well.
So is Team Liquid. Unfortunately, they
Not
are
his
right
fault.
back onto the rift, and they are
Just
barreling down
zero
the bottom
KP
enemy lane.
Not his
game
fault.
or what?
Not his fault.
And Quid are doing a 2-3 split
He's
here,
absolved.
making sure they have plenty of pressure on whichever
Yeah,
spot
yeah.
FlyQuest is not defending. However, the waves
When your jungler suicides one time, I do think it's time to go. He's dead. Oh!
No, he's not. Oh, he is. Just kidding. Taken out by the fucking Nami ult.
Your jungler kills himself under the enemy turret one time, and you get to go 0-7, 0 assists.
Yeah,
this is part of it. Over 2 games.
They don't even need the second lane of super minions. Honestly, they know they got a 5v4 for the next 20 seconds. The next wave, they might just try to force down the Nexus, but no, they will ultimately go back towards that inhib. You can see Morgan putting in the work on this one. First Nexus turret about to fall right next to it. Inhib gone, Nexus turret gone. It's 4 men in a turret trying to fight for their lives on the FlyQuest side. Masu finally revives. This will be FlyQuest's last stand. They group up. They find a flick onto Quid. Remember, there is no stasis available on the Sylas any longer. Morgan tries to jump in to provide a little bit of protection, but with both solo laners chunked out, Team Liquid are now back away. FlyQuest, they smell blood. They're trying to get that opportunity to go in.
No, never mind. There's nothing.
Oh, wait. Jarvan doesn't have ult. Damn, if he had Jarvan had ult, that would have just been fucking lights out for everybody right there. Another combo in a sec. Oh, wait, he went for the one, not the group. Maybe get some anyway. The bubble.
Wait, is that a KP? Nor got a KP.
Nice.
But Core JJ's on a killing spree. Quad's dead again. It's Masu and Gakgos versus everybody on Team Liquid. Masu gets ran over yet again. Yon is dominating 21-7. Gakgos falls. Team Liquid smash FlyQuest to wrap up the week.
Holy, TL are looking good, man. The way that I feel like Jose and Core are playing together has been so impressive.
Holy shit.
Bot lane dominance from
that was brutal. That was legitimately brutal. That was
really extend that
was a fucking solid beating
like TL are
from level
right
1. Literally, Sin Sylas bot level 1.
That series,
fucking Sin Jarvan bot level 3. And just send everybody bot the whole rest of the game.
In Mexico, and I feel like that is the matchup at this point that everyone is
Meteos.
looking at to decide who really is
I did
the
this?
top
You ruined
dog,
this series.
because TL
How?
are looking so damn good. I don't think it's a guarantee by any means that Lion are still number
You're just lashing out, aren't you?
Team Liquid smashed their MSI opponents that weren't the
Not at all.
back-to-back world champions. After Lion had their near elimination of HLE, I think everybody was excited to see them come back to the LCS this summer, and I'm even
3
more
hours?
so now. It has been an impressive performance yet again.
It felt like nothing. Just disappeared. Every game was instant.
It was quite fast.
I know they were talking about the dog tier list again. Team Liquid feels like the neighborhood dog that I had in my childhood that chased every child. that chased every child.
This sounds like
What if we stop doing this backrooms fucking camera? Thoughts?
Come on in here, Quid and Morgan. Let's go.
Have a seat.
No.
How's it going, guys? This is a fast day. You guys made it a very fast day.
It was a crazy cool experiment that we could just go ahead and stop doing.
I mean, I think we played pretty good today.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm quite happy with our performance, and yeah, I think everyone in our team is playing insanely well at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
They're getting cocky.
You had a really great series today on.
It was too
especially
easy.
the
We're
Olaf
too
game
fucking good.
Was crazy.
Legit.
What have you been working on from spring to summer?
I feel like after MSI season, I think we're
His mic is low.
we did a good job.
Okay.
So I think we are better than like before MSI like connections. We're already connections is so well. So I think our stage games is also more connections before MSI. So
Connections?
it's good for us.
I keep hearing this, and this is for Quid or Morgan.
Get this man a translator.
Are you
Get him a translator.
Huh?
Help him
What's
out,
he
Quid.
saying?
It's mainly we're enjoying playing with each other more. Like we're like laughing with each other. We're just making fun of our mistake, not taking seriously. That kind of vibe make us just playing well and just being happy with each other. I think that's the most
Good vibes.
reason why
Amen.
we're playing well.
I see.
Yeah. For example, when
Who
we
knew that was the secret
made
to
a mistake,
success?
we was like, It is what it is. I like that. Yeah.
We talked to Jan last week, and he said it's because you guys got to go to Korea for MSI. How true is that? Because he said it specifically changed. Something changed you when you guys got to go back to Korea.
I'm not sure how fact is that, because I think Jan was the most. I think he was most enjoy. He was enjoying the most.
Yeah.
Like I think he changed the most.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if me and Morgan got changed it. I think Jan got changed it.
Yeah.
Jan is really enjoying right now at the moment. So it's really good to see. Yeah, I think it was Jan.
Okay, but Jan was fucking bored until he hit Korea clubs.
I was changing, but because
Backs.
It's been a long time when I saw my Korean fans.
Yeah.
So yeah, in MSI season, I saw like my Korean fans and just cheering for me. And this moment is really helpful me. Yeah. So.
I heard in Korea, and maybe I'm incorrect here, that your mom owns like a place, like a what's it called, a restaurant or something?
Yeah.
And so like people would go there to like do meet and greets with the fans. Is that true?
My mom's restaurant?
Maybe not.
Coffee shops.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I guess this is not really a question. It might turn into a question, but first of all, congratulations on the re-signing for Team Liquid. Congratulations on that. How has the journey been? It feels like a short journey, but it's like feels like a long year that you had with Team Liquid. How has it been? And reactions to
I'm peacing out.
with them?
GG's. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out. I don't remember why I turned my cam off. I don't even know how long it was off. All right. See you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your Sunday and have a good week. And I should be back for LCS on Saturday. Bye-bye.